is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I can dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him, and Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. I got you. My man, he collapsed with the kick.
That's what I was doing. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick.
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he thinks, oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the table.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the farm ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
What's going on, everybody? It is fucking Thursday night, and you know what that means? It's Wrestle with Knuckleheads, baby. What's going on, everybody? We got Gray in the building, Gigi's in the building. What up, guys?
Chilling. About to talk about some wrestling today.
Word.
Oh man, what's going on? We back. It's another edition of that Wrestling with Knuckleheads. What's going on?
Yo, Ray, we might have to change the stipulation when we sell out. Respect.
Now.
I mean, set up for you going through a table, we might need you to be, you know, slam on some glass.
Cool.
Get you some Swerve Strickland in you.
Listen.
You know?
I'd rather take the table.
You don't want the real glass?
Listen, it's just real glass.
No, unless we could get some sugar glass.
You don't need sugar. You don't need no more sugar in your life.
Word.
All right. Nobody needs no more sugar in their life. What do you need sugar for?
I need a sugar mama.
Sugar. You don't need sugar. You need real glass. It's the real McCoy.
Word.
What's going
Just
on?
don't get it in your eyes.
Yeah, let's not be like Drew McIntyre, who unfortunately got the glass in his eyes. Which that's damn. Like, out of everything, it gets in your fucking eye. Like,
yeah, you land on your back and that shit got in your eyes.
Well, it can because of the fucking blowback. It can.
Yeah, but it's like shit.
Especially the way he threw him, it's like the fucking shit it cracks and then goes up. So it's like, yeah.
Goes to show he doesn't know how to land through a windshield.
I don't think you're taught how to land through a windshield.
I was. That was in gym class. Shit.
I remember that.
I don't think your gym class teacher was allowed to do
Yeah, wait.
that.
We in the Bronx.
I don't matter. No, there's they have to respond to the DOE, bro.
You called it touch football. We called it jumping through cars.
Okay. I'm glad I went to high school in Brooklyn because
yeah, we did some real shit.
We're gonna leave that alone. I'm just writing the card down. We have so much to talk about. We're gonna go over the AEW Dynasty card that is happening this Sunday, starting at 1 a.m., ending at 4 a.m. the following day. But all seriousness, I believe it starts at 8, and it will start and go until whenever Tony Khan decides that he's done with it. But it's one hell of a card that I'm looking at right now.
When they finish the cocaine, the night's over.
So yeah, it does start at 8 p.m. and so which is funny though because they start that one normal time, but then apparently All In this year, they're still starting it early, even though they're in Texas.
Yeah, they're 3.
Yeah, so let's see how that works.
Hope Mick gets healthy.
Yeah, Mick Foley.
Was that
word?
Was
that an April Fool's Day?
No. He
a lot of shit happened in
got
April.
into a car accident, and the car is completely totaled. And if he definitely has, he says he has some bruised tissues, and he's just really sore, and that he is not stopping or canceling any of his shows or meet and greets that he has going on. But yeah,
according to the Dark Side of the Ring, he does these shows to help his mind because they believe that he's gonna have CTE. So he's already trying to train his mind to help him with his memory and shit.
Which is a good thing, but at the same token, it's like, damn, my guy just keeps getting concussions. Like this, he talked about it. Like he's physically doing well, like he can walk, all that, but he already does have another concussion because of this. So he definitely, he's gonna be prone to fucking CT, unfortunately.
Just be happy he never took one of Hogan's chair shots.
He did a lot worse. I feel.
I don't think he would have survived one of Hogan's chair shots.
He unfortunately did fucking exploding death matches, and let's not forget he's the one that fell off the fucking Hell in the Cell. Like
13 chair shots to the dome.
Not once, but twice.
Yeah,
no
he
one
fell off it, through it, next to it.
Like man,
in multiple matches too.
Multiple matches, yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't the first rodeo. But yeah,
but definitely get well, Mick.
Yeah,
for
Mick Foley.
We're here for you.
Always a pleasure, man. I got to meet him like 3 times because of wrestling. He's always nice, always cool. So prayers to him, man. Hopefully it goes well, and hopefully he doesn't have to cancel. So I was gonna say, like, he's saying he's not canceling his Mania week appearances. And it's like that's like 2 weeks away. If you have a concussion, I feel like he shouldn't be traveling that type of distance. Like Long Island to Vegas is still a flight. Like that's a long flight. So,
right.
We shall see.
Let's see what his doctors tell him.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of news, did you hear that David Meltzer made the comment that if Tony Khan ran WCW, that he would have had more than just the NWO storyline? It wouldn't have failed in 2000. He wouldn't have let Stone Cold Steve Austin go. Did you hear all that shit?
I didn't. But he's looking at that with the foresight that we know this now. I think if Tony Khan was running it without any prior knowledge, just like running it like they did back in the day, it still doesn't work out. Because if you have to keep everything that was done, I feel like Tony Khan is still signing some possibly lucrative contracts just to keep.
The shit that Dave Meltzer. So I'm listening to Eric Bischoff's podcast, 86 Weeks Worth, and the dude that's with Eric Bischoff, not even Eric Bischoff, he's like, I listen to Dave Meltzer. He's a Dave Meltzer subscriber, and he's like, the shit you're saying make no sense because they did main event with a New Japan Pro Wrestling guy. They did have the Great Muta in there. Yep. They didn't rob the NWO from New Japan. It was just like an idea that he got from them. And
Well,
he's
it
like,
was
they did
supposed to be
all
like
this shit. Yeah, they did all this shit that Dave Meltzer said that Tony Khan would do, and it's like it still failed.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's
It
like
was
inevitable.
AOL.
It was
Yeah.
inevitable to fucking fail. And it's like, no, they didn't steal the idea. The idea was based off it. Like the NWO was a Chono creation. That's why they brought Chono in eventually. Like it was based off that. But it's the thing of like everyone's gonna say, oh yeah, this person could possibly book it better. This person could have booked it better. It's like it's what made WCW WCW though.
But can I point out some of the obvious though?
What?
Tony Khan would have been ran over with all those wrestlers and those deals that they had to make to get them there.
Oh yeah. Like it showed now. Like there's a lot of the deals that unfortunately did not work out. Which again, it's still
in the backstage, like, all that drama backstage that he couldn't control.
Yeah. Well, at least the thing is, we wouldn't have known about it back then.
Oh, you never know.
That's the best thing that we probably wouldn't have known about half the shit.
Yeah, but you never know. Like Diesel probably would have been on some, yo, dude, I'm gonna work 1 day a year and you're gonna pay me a couple $2 billion. And Tony was like, all right, cool. Don't tell nobody.
Wow. Wow.
That whole would have been the fucking running back in the Jaguars and shit. Like they would have just been doing whatever the fuck they wanted. And yo, Stone Cold did not show signs of Stone Cold as stunning Steve Austin in WCW.
That's the thing. No one would have seen that. Like, if you tell me, if you look at again, Stunning Steve and Rocky Maivia when he first debuted.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's picturing these are going to be the two guys that we're fucking looking at. Like, these are the guys we're looking at here. Yeah. Like these two right here are the guys.
The Ringmaster and Rocky Maivia. Yeah, those are the guys.
Yeah, like these are the guys. They're like, but I don't know. Yeah, it's Dave Meltzer's always going to try to explain how. Oh yeah, this could have worked. This could have worked. I'm surprised he didn't say, "Oh yeah, if the Young Bucks were running it with Kenny Omega back in the day, they would have done. They would have done better." Because it's always that.
They did the same thing that Kevin Nash and Scott Hall did. Oh, Kevin Nash, because Kevin Nash was the booker at one point.
Yeah, well, he was though. He was the booker at one point, and they made sure, hey, our guys are making money. That's which more power to him. Like that's kind of what you want to do in wrestling is make sure you and your boys are making money.
There's room on that boat. You jump on the boat.
Hey, that's how it works.
Word.
Make sure everyone's making money there.
I'd rather you pay me for nothing than me work my ass off for nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Shit.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just heard that shit and I was just sitting there like, I think people are really delusional now because I don't even think anyone outside of Eric Bischoff would have did what he did because no one has those ideas. No one's going in there going, we're making the NWO. You know what I'm saying?
No way to like at that point. Like this is these are the cards you're dealt. I don't think anyone else could have possibly stayed afloat for that long.
Yeah.
Outside of there's only one person I could think that maybe would have done okay. And I think that's Paul Heyman.
If Paul Heyman had the finance for ECW, I think we would still be watching ECW.
Oh yeah. ECW would have. I think the funny thing is, I think if they had the funding, ECW would have probably been the place we get a lot of these guys. Like a lot of the
absolutely.
We would have seen Low Key on ECW. We would have seen Amazing Red on ECW. We would have seen Homicide on ECW. We would have seen Samoa Joe. A lot of these guys would have made their way to ECW.
Yeah.
Like that would have been the alternative. That would have been the you wouldn't have gotten ROH. You wouldn't have gotten a lot of these places because ECW would have still been that, hey, this is the different style of wrestling that everyone wants.
I'll tell you one thing, I think TNA would have been a little better. And not saying that they weren't good, because I'll always say this. Christian was the one that made TNA like the competition. When Christian went to TNA, that's when everything changed.
It got the eyes. Yeah, it definitely got the eyes. And then when Kurt Angle showed up, it gave that little boost of legitimacy that it needed.
Yeah.
It was still like I saw it today because Chris Van Vliet posted the Samoa Joe interview. And hearing him talk about it and the things that like they were doing which it sucks because you hear the rise and fall during that interview, and it's just like, damn, how do you not value the guys that were like making you money?
Because
like
you think that you're the genius.
Which is
That's the problem. Where Vince would be like, there's no one bigger than the company, but he knew where his bread was buttered.
Yep, and he knew how to take care of those people. Like as much as
that's why
talks about, it's like there was guys that you knew were the WWE guys.
That's why every night you saw the DX and Austin and Cena and Roman, you don't see the headbangers every night. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows who's tuning in to watch what.
Yeah, and with TNA, it's like, come on, like it's clear as day. And it's funny because Samoa Joe didn't put himself on that list. But like your Mount Rushmore for me in TNA, it was the AJs, the Samoa Joes, Christopher Daniels, and then it's a rotating fourth. Like via respect wise, Jeff Jarrett, I feel like always needs to be like.
Didn't he create?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Without Jeff Jarrett giving these opportunities and having the foresight to be like, oh yeah, we need to give this guy a shot, and this guy a shot, and this guy a shot. There is not a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
But when it comes to worker wise, Abyss also needs to be on that list too.
See, for me, my Mount Rushmore was always like the forefathers.
Yeah.
It's not the best. It's the people, it's the people that paved the way. You know what I'm saying?
Like guys that were like when you see that, those are those guys. That's why I say Jeff Jarrett's almost like that rotating. That's like without, but at the same token, I feel like those four are what made sense in a sense.
Because TNA in reality is a generation. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that generation is what made TNA what it was.
Yeah.
Because I remember TNA was nothing but like pay-per-views. Like, you could buy TNA Sacrifice for $9 or, for this. And then they got the TV deal, 6 sides of the steel, or the 6-sided ring, the X division, or other shit, and they blew up. Like, that right there is, that's your generation.
Yeah.
Everyone in there can be interchanged with who's the forefather. You know, because you still see Elix Skipper with that fucking walking the top of the cage.
Walking the cage to hit the.
That is their.
I think James Storm.
Yeah, that is their Mankind falling off of the top of the cell.
Yeah, and that's
they're always gonna show that fucking clip.
And it's crazy because again, he's another one that deserves that shit. That's the problem with like only being 4 heads. That's like. Shit, you think about it. James Storm should be up there. Bobby Roode should be up there. I feel like those are your 4 cornerstones, or your 4 pillars, if you want, because that's what gave when no one was watching. Like when no one cared, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, AJ, they were killing it every time though. And that match, everyone talks about Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley. Those are other ones. That's like those were guys that did that. Kazarian was fucking
who was he was Little Scott Stein. He was the one who introduced us
the Canadian
the Canadian Destroyer. Yes,
Petey Williams, Make Believe Muscle, or legit the Canadian Destroyer. Petey Williams. Yeah, he's another one. That's why, bro. It's funny because you look at who's like working for WWE right now, and who the producers are. It's a lot of those guys. Like it's all that, and fucking another one that deserves it too. Sanjay Dutt. He's another one that was building apart that X division. Fucking Jay Lethal, another one. Like there's so many that made that shit. If we really want to talk about guys that were paving that way as well, I was about to say R-Truth. Like even when it was still the weekly pay-per-views and it was still NWA TNA, Ron the Truth Killings killed it, man.
First black TNA champion, the first black NWA champion.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy because people who don't know R-Truth would never know that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I remember Kate Quick, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how far back we go. Shit,
you gotta remember that when it was the 3 Live Crew, when it was Ron the Truth Killings, BG James, and Conan.
Yep.
And that whole storyline that just was okay. Yeah. Not always the best moments in TNA, but hey, it was entertaining.
Yeah. They tried to fucking do an invasion angle with WWE and TNA.
I still love finding out that they were legit on the other side of the door too.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, what if they did open the door?
Triple H was Triple H was like, they would have fucked us up. There was only 4 of us.
Like during the WCW invasion angle, it's like Nash and Hall want to open the door, but it's like, what happens? But then with the DX, with the New Age Outlaws doing it to WWE, it's just like,
Yeah, because they only got to the gift shop, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they got
right
into the arena.
Like catering area. It was like right around, like when it was outside, because it was still like the taping area.
Yeah.
So, oh man, that's yeah. But hearing like how much they even disrespected Samoa Joe at the end, I was just like, damn. Like you do that to AJ, and then you do that to Joe, and it's just like, damn. And it's funny now because with WWE working with TNA, it's just like I wonder what AJ really thinks. Like he says he wants to work one more time in the TNA ring, but I can imagine the back of the head is just like, is it worth it?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? That no matter how good of a mind you have, for wrestling, if you don't have the funds or the promotion, you can't do shit in this business.
Nope.
Like Paul Heyman, like at that time, Eric Bischoff and Hogan was running it. They had their ideas, and the Aces and Eights was an amazing storyline.
Yeah,
that whole thing with Bubba Ray and Devon and all that shit was an amazing storyline. I like that shit, but they was losing money.
Yeah,
they didn't have the proper promotion to sell their pay-per-views or anything like that. The production value wasn't as big as WWE.
Nope.
No matter how you looked at it, that was gonna look like the little competitor that tried.
And it was just like on paper, it should have worked. Like the angle at the time, like they're doing it because Sons of Anarchy is getting big. Yep. They're doing it because they had abundance of guys there. And it's just like it was going down, which is crazy because at the time it's like you have Hogan come in and changes a lot up. That it's like, was this the best decision? In hindsight, the changing of the ring, people liked it.
The wrestlers liked it.
The rest
I kind of was like, you should have left it alone. But when I hear that it hurt them.
Yeah, like everyone said it, like because they're like, nope, I don't want to change the ring because that changes the identity. And then they take a bump in the regular, and that's in the 4 side, and they're like, you know what, I can get used to this. Because it is a bad bump. Like everyone has talked about that 6-sided ring, and I can only imagine it gets worse in an 8-sided ring. There's just like it's not a good bump. It's like it's so much extra shit you have to do to it. It's almost like bumping in a boxing ring. That's like you technically shouldn't do that. But yeah, there was so much that they could have done with that angle. Maybe not bringing in Tito Ortiz and Rampage and all that to try to add to it, because that just felt like.
I think they were trying to get the Tyson factor, because at that time UFC was big.
I thought that was more like because I think Bellator was getting big at that point. No, if I remember correctly, I think.
Well, no, when Rampage first came, he was just the middle the light heavyweight champion.
Okay.
Tito Ortiz was the biggest guy in UFC. Before that, that whole thing happened. He was just a big name. But that was when Rampage, I think, just beat Chuck Liddell or just lost to Forrest Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like right around the time that the UFC blew up.
Well,
yeah, Pac-Man Jones and all that. I think they were trying to get the celebrity, like the Tyson effect, just having people put it on there. But you can't have lightning in a bottle twice.
Nah, especially in that, like they had already. Because I remember that was the time that, like, especially because reality TV was getting big, and they had like almost every cast member of Jersey Shore on there once.
Yep. They even made wrestlers from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, they had that. Hey, I guess it worked out for Robbie E.
I guess so.
Robert Stone, my guy, made it work, and now he's in the WWE. Like,
he really did. Like, he worked his way, and then on top of that, like. They kept him there because he was with Chelsea for a minute. Then he was by himself, and then he was with Von Wagner, whatever his name is.
No, it's Rob.
That wasn't him.
Rob Terry. That wasn't it.
I don't know.
Von Wagner is the dude that was in WWE like a few months ago. We never knew he was fired, and then he showed up in AEW like last week as a security guard.
I think that's why the name.
Yeah, that's why it's stuck in your head for a bit. Yeah, but it's
But the caveman looking guy, I forgot what his name is.
That's who it is. But no, Rob Terry was like the big jacked up British dude that he was a part of. He was a part of British Invasion with Nick Aldis, and oh my god, why am I forgetting his name? No. Oh my god, it was Magnus and Doug Williams. There we go. Oh my god, I don't know why I blanked on. I could remember
What
his
up, Dre?
finisher. I could
What up,
remember the
Leon?
Chaos Theory. I could not remember Doug Williams. Hey, what's going on, Drake?
What's going on, y'all?
Leon?
Amy has questions that has nothing to do with our conversation. Amy,
I
listen
think
to the conversation.
I think
Write
he
those
asked
questions
it-
down. They'll be answered at the end of the show. Tired of this shit.
I think
Trying
he
to change
asked
our
it
questions.
before we started talking about it. That's
Yeah.
why.
You don't throw rocks at a squirrel wielding a machine gun. All right? Roddy Piper said that shit.
Oh,
Anyway,
I was gonna say, where did the squirrel get the machine gun? But okay.
listen, man. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut
I
sometimes.
have no idea. I'm just trying to figure
So,
something out over here on my end.
He had two questions. One, why did Stephanie McCoy relinquish the title? And if you think Lana's coming back now that Rusev is signed with WWE.
So
I hope not.
The first one about Stephanie McCoy, they do that with everyone, unfortunately. That was kind of, it was the writing on the wall that they're not gonna have one person hold both belts. It was kind of almost like they needed a reason to get Stephanie McCoy to win the main women's title because of, unfortunately, Julia's injury. So now you have Stephanie McCoy as your NXT World Women's Champion, and you crown your next North American champion at Stand Lover, which they still need other matches. Like, you still have to build because that show has to be big because it's WrestleMania weekend, especially that the time is what I think they're doing it at noon, right?
Yeah, noon or one.
So it's like, yeah, it's like you have to try to do something at that point. And then about Lana, probably.
And back
I feel like
together.
they're gonna want the package.
I don't want
Yeah. Apparently they had renewed their vows instead of fully doing the divorce. So hey, if they do it together, might as well. It's a package. It's the package. People enjoyed them together. I just want to see, hopefully, that Rusev's used, and it's not just we're re-signing everybody.
But to me, I don't think Lana fits. But if you're gonna bring Rusev back with somebody, I want homeboy Rusev Day. What's his name? I want him to announce Rusev. Like, bring him back. I think he's more vital than Lana. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right now I think he's in TNA, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's one of the commentators and producers for TNA. So
They
unfortunately,
don't need him.
Aiden English, I don't think can make it. Matt Ruvanoff, I believe is his name. My apologies. No, we're gonna call him Aiden English because that was his name in WWE. And I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. So my apologies.
Word.
But
We
good,
chilling out here, Dre. What's
good?
good with you, bro? My bad.
We chilling.
Yeah,
It's another Thursday. We're trying to get through the week here.
real.
So, remember when Xavier Woods was consecrated? Yes, I remember when he was a part of that whole angle with Pac-Man and all that. So,
He had the Apollo Creed fucking shorts and shit.
Yep.
He really lent into that Creed shit.
Oh hell yeah! I think that legit was the point of it. I think it was a parody gimmick. Remember, they did a lot of parody gimmicks. Like the fact that the Black Machismo gimmick got so over that it's like people wanted that so much more than just Jay Lethal doing the normal just Jay Lethal perfect wrestler look. And it's like it worked for him though. Like
then the whole time when he was Flair,
Man, like all that got over.
Yeah, he did that woo off with Flair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
great.
Yo, bro, Shark Boy doing the Stone Cold Steve Austin shit. I think anyone else would have been like, this motherfucker is just ripping off Stone Cold. But him doing it for some reason just felt like, nah, that's still legit. He can have this. Like, he's good.
It worked so well that I'm surprised they didn't try to sue him for that. And it's funny because he ended up suing, was it Nickelodeon? Who was it that he sued for? Because they made that Shark Boy and Lava Girl movie, and he won.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, because he had the
rights to the name Shark
rights
Boy?
to the name.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
No wonder there ain't been no more Shark Boy and Lava Girls.
No,
you
that's
ruined
why
my
they never really
childhood. You ruined my childhood. Fucking Antonio Banderas was in that movie. You took food off his plate.
Wait,
He was
what?
in one of them.
I was gonna say no, he wasn't. He was in Spy Kids. George Lopez was in
Listen, don't
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
confuse yourself with the facts, all right?
Joe, that was around my that was my childhood. I think I should
That-
know those movies.
Listen, and that's what I'm saying. Just because you're right doesn't mean that I'm wrong.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Everyone
Yeah,
in this chat knows that Antonio Banderas now is in Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Is he?
Yes.
'Cause
Look
George
back.
Lopez was
After he won the case, they made
They
Antonio
edited
Banderas in
him
it. Yeah, because they couldn't afford to pay George Lopez.
George Lopez anymore? Damn.
And they figured since they got Antonio Banderas to do fucking Spy Kids,
Like,
they didn't pay him for it. They just ad-libbed all this shit. Tell me some shit I know. Don't fucking come over here with facts. When you talking about wrestling, you know how that shit don't work.
oh, you mean like context? That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
listen,
How do I send you the video that I'm like, hey, this is I got it in there for you. The statement was said. Nah, it's
He
different.
threw him like a baby. That is not he threw the baby.
But it's the best way to work it. Like,
No, it's
Gigi, was that not close enough? Like to make it make sense for wrestling?
It's
wise?
like someone was like, yo, let me borrow some money. You give him $5.
That's money, ain't it?
Yeah, but
don't
it
be
ain't,
ungrateful.
it ain't the $50,000
That's
that
not
I need.
ungrateful. Nah, be ungrateful. Either you get the $5, you get no motherfucking $5.
Shit.
Don't that's being ungrateful. Go fuck yourself.
You say that now until
No.
you need $10. Shit.
No, I don't care. I count my dollars as I count my blessings, all right? And I don't care if it's a fucking quarter or $5. You be grateful for whatever fucking money comes your way, you piece of shit.
Word, Damien.
we
Now
move
you
forward
just
ba-
offended
Can we
Damien
move
because he's
forward
Mexican.
back to wrestling, please?
No, you offended Damien because he's Mexican.
Wait, what did we offend him by? What did
I don't
what
know,
did
but
we say?
If Damien feels
it ain't my
offended, then he
comment.
can go fuck himself too. Can we go back to wrestling now?
No, because I gotta count my money now.
Go count your
fucking-
money and put yourself on mute. Ray, let's
Ray,
talk about
Ray's over
wrestling.
here fucking not giving me $10.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Okay, so back
He didn't
to
even give me the $5 he was supposed to.
Wait, I said the statement. I didn't say I was giving you $5. You know what? Let's go back to wrestling.
Shit. Can we go back to wrestling?
I don't know.
You and Gigi over here talking about some other shit. I'm trying to talk about wrestling this whole time.
I'm about to log the fuck off. You don't fuck around.
See Ray,
Find
what
out.
you
You
doing?
don't fuck around and find out. Toe tags.
See what you did, Ray? Now she's yelling at me because she want me to check you.
No, I'm yelling at you because I'm checking you. Toe tags.
See?
I'm not checking Ray Sanchez. You want to know why I'm not checking him? Because he hasn't dyed his hair yet. And until he dyes his hair red, then I'm going to have to check him. Right now, you just going to have to be the one that's going to get all this heat, toe tags.
She's so mad you didn't give me the $5 that she's yelling at me now.
Let's go with that. That's the story we're gonna stick with.
Shit.
That's great, Leon. Thank you. But as long as you're not as creepy as somebody else that, yo, by the way, I got to tell you guys this shit.
Ah, shit. Here we go.
See? What you did, Ray?
I gotta
I
stop being
end
creepy.
up, no, I had a, let me go into here. My
I'm throwing babies, Ray. I almost got him, Gigi. I almost got him to spit
I
his shit out.
see that.
I
So I'm
knew you
not
were
gonna
gonna
name
say
it.
some shit. I was like, nope, swallow.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Tell that clip better not get clipped tomorrow, baby. Take me out to dinner. I better not get tagged and fucking just Ray saying swallow. Like, no, please.
Yo, you better hope Riverside don't make that shit a magic clip.
Yo, Riverside,
Man,
please.
that's hilarious.
Oh,
What's going on,
shit.
Bad Blood?
Yo, Bad Blood, what's going
What up,
on?
Bad Blood? Bad Blood. Ray just said he swallows.
No, I just said oh god, it doesn't sound better what I was about to say either. I'm just gonna shut up now. Holy shit!
What was I
Wish
gonna
you gave me that $5 now, didn't you?
I am fucking deceased right now. So I end up getting a message, right? And like, it's an admirer, right? And I'm just posting things on my stories.
Yep.
And somebody had asked me if I guess I'm going to Vegas for, WrestleMania. I'm like, no, sadly not, whatever. And then like, I'll miss you. And I'm like, I don't know. I just find that to be weird.
Yeah.
Because they confessed that was me. I'll miss you. And I'm like, because I'm not going to Vegas. Like, even if I were to go to Vegas, you'll still not
Won't see.
see me.
Yeah.
I'm like John Cena. You won't be able to see me. I don't know. I find that to be so weird.
Yeah. Because you're going to WrestleMania with 100,000 people, not like
Yeah.
you're not going to a one of the shows on Saturday where there's like maybe 50, 60 people. Your red hair sticks out. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I find that to be so weird.
Yeah, that sounds a little uncomfortable.
I'm very happy that a lot of like sometimes weird messages just go straight into like my request things, and I was like, "The fuck is this? Oh, that was me. I'll miss you." And I'm like, I don't even know you.
I was gonna say, you don't even know the person. That's the worst.
I don't
part.
even know you.
Because
Also,
if
why
if that
everyone
person
that's
knew
listening-
Gigi, they wouldn't be messaging her.
I
So
was gonna
weird.
say, shit.
Like we had a
It's
class
like it
trip,
says that I'm
Gigi, and you're
following.
not
You know what's
going.
crazy is that I'm following the account, right? Because I follow a lot of cosplayers, action figures, all this other stuff, and everything like. It doesn't mean that I pay attention.
Yeah.
That's terrible. But I don't, and it's just, when my algorithm just shows me other things than, other people's pages, I don't realize who I'm following. So I was like, that was just really odd to me. This wrestling universe is very weird, y'all.
You had a ninja try to holler at you. You had special needs people trying to holler at you. Not saying that
That's bad.
it was a special situation. And
No.
then now you got people that think that you going on a
Oh, I do have
summer
that.
camp trip to
Listen,
WrestleMania.
summer camp trip would be SummerSlam, nigga.
But yo, he made it seem
WrestleMania?
like you're not going to WrestleMania this year. Oh man, I'm gonna miss you with the rest of the class. Like that's what I got from it. Like what?
That's what I
Was there
got
a group
from
of y'all
you
going?
when I read it. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Were you
group of y'all
supposed to
niggas
go,
going?
Gigi? Is that the point? Like, were you like?
Yeah.
Did you not tell us you were out to Vegas? Gigi was
Oh,
like,
man,
damn.
man was like, I'll
Oh,
give you $5 for that trip. Shit.
I got you the $5, Gigi.
Word. Yeah, if Bad Blood ain't the one hit me up in the chat, but who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Mad people
Oh,
be
man.
sending me shit, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? I follow him since when? Oh, Ray follows. All right, no wonder.
No, don't
If
use
one of
that
y'all
either.
follow people, I'll be like,
and then that's
No,
always it, right?
no,
We have to
no.
look at who the mutual followers are,
Yep.
and it's like,
Yo, that's the fucked up thing. I started learning I can't use that as a thing because sometimes I'll just follow people back because it's like, yeah, like they should be cool. And then you start looking at it's like, oh, probably shouldn't have followed you. Now it's too late.
oh no, I mean,
it's never too late.
yeah.
It's
Yo,
never too late to hit that unfollow button.
Now
Yeah.
you know what it is. Now I'm looking at it like, oh, this person could possibly buy a ticket for respect. We need to sell out these tickets because
You're
Fuck it,
going
they don't
to
need to
sell out
follow
these
you.
tickets.
They can go to the website. They don't need to follow you.
still I gotta be nice and be like, yeah, come
Eh,
in, buy the ticket.
you don't gotta
Once
be
you got
nice.
your money, then it is what it is.
Listen, most people like to be yelled at.
Like, we gotta.
Yo, I got tagged in a post. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that is bad. So I checked to see her page. I'm like, I'm following her? Since when? And then I'm like, wait, who is this person? And I'm like, oh, okay, Gigi follows her. All right, I'm not a stalker. I don't know what happened here. Cause yo, I if y'all ain't following the person, I think they're fake.
Yeah, that's what I start to look at. I'm like, I start to look at that when it's like someone follows me. I'm like, wait, what kind of post do you got? This kind of looks kind of fake. Let's see who else follows you. Okay. And even then, I'm like, this might still be a bot account because
Yeah.
also just a thing because I know people watch us on Facebook and all that too. Stop accepting the bots. Like, that's one of the things I hate when I get like friend requests on Facebook, and I'm just like, why the fuck does it say like 50 mutual friends and I know it's a fake account?
Because the picture
Come
is a
on.
bad chick.
But it's like, bro, you could
Yeah.
tell when it's like the link that
Yeah.
it's like something else that it's like, come on. And then
I-
they'll say it's like it's a wrestler's page, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, you
You-
know this isn't the person.
You know what I like doing? Like 90% of the time, it's the same Asian woman. They send me the same picture of the Asian woman. So I like talking like, oh, it's you. We lost contact, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, but I was in love with you. We were supposed to get married. You don't remember we made plans and you stood me up and I was supposed to meet you in Mexico? You wanted a green card. And they're like, what? Like, yeah, do you remember that whole thing? My brother got kidnapped during that trip.
Oh.
I like fucking with him. One person was like, I'm sorry. I texted the wrong number. I said, oh, you speak English now, huh, bitch? Perfect fucking grammar.
Oh, man.
Weird.
Word.
Anyway, what happened on wrestling? What happened? Anything happened on WWE?
WWE had a promo with WWE and WWE did the thing, but John Cena and Cody Rhodes promo on Monday Night Raw. I know
Promo killed
Ray
it.
wants to talk
That
about that
was
shit so
good.
badly.
But because it's a good promo. Like, unfortunately, Monday I was barely here due to
So,
the calls.
we noticed.
I'm sorry. I got a lot of calls on Monday.
You hear this shit, Bad Blood? During our show, he wants to take calls. He blocks his baby mama until 8 to 10:30 at night on Mondays.
Hey, it was business calls. We were trying to arrange.
He was
stuff
trying to get
because
some business in there. You know what I'm saying?
No, that was not the business I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
We
Always
had
be
to,
closing,
we had
right?
to adjust some things because unfortunately, more than likely over the weekend, I have to announce some unfortunate things about respect. But it's okay. We're working on some adjustments to still make it a amazing first show. So yeah, that's why I had to have some business calls because some things happened. So yeah, but I'm just waiting for the graphic to be able to post and make said announcement. That's some unfortunate news. So
Man, you gonna keep it graphic? You ain't even turn it PG? Shit.
So back to the promo that I thought was great, and yeah, that's how you sell a WrestleMania match right there. So Gigi, what do you think of the promo between John Cena and Cody Rhodes?
I thought it was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love that as Toe would basically say that he has a problem when Cody's like cursing. I don't feel like
that one was called for. He'd used that curse properly. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. We're not talking about Minecraft, Hassan. Different broadcast. Go somewhere else.
That's for Tuesday. That's Tuesday. Okay.
For Thursday.
We'll probably give some thoughts on it eventually once we see the news and reactions.
But no, one, John Cena, the fact that he delivered one hell of a line. And it was, I make a billionaire company, for billionaires, and you just take money from their kids. That jab basically to Cody Rhodes, basically to Tony Khan, was a great line that John Cena used. It was a great like little puya. And the way that Cody Rhodes just called John Cena a piece of shit, that they just had a good promo. It felt a little bit more serious. It wasn't just to pander out to the crowd, even though they did, and rightfully so, because I think that was the last time they were going to be in Europe and everything like that. So they're just like really kind of taking it in. Yeah, man, that whole promo was great. It was a great way for us to kick off Monday Night Raw. And I'm looking more forward now to that match than before. We're adding on to this match, and I'm looking forward to it.
That was definitely the best way if this is possibly the last time they're going to interact before Mania. I think that worked. Like, I like that they kept teasing, oh, are they going to have the actual are they going to be physical at all? And that little bit was like, that's all we needed. They don't need the brawl. They don't need the, let's do, like, no. Let's save them actually going at it for the match itself.
Oh, all right. That was Cody's shining moment.
Mm-hmm.
One of the few people to go ball for ball with Cena. The only thing is, for me, that was one of the first times Cena lied. With that line, you only take billionaires' money. Because Tony Khan financed AEW.
Yeah.
But when Cody was there, that's when they were at the top of their game. When he left, they kind of fell off dramatically for a while, and then now they're getting their shit back together. If they would have failed, that would have hit hard. To me, because he was so successful at AEW, when he made that lineup, it was in my head. I was like, "Are you talking about Stephanie?" You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even equate him taking Khan's money.
So I think the best point of it is because if you think about it, because both left. Like Xena went to Hollywood, Cody left AEW for his reasons. When Xena left, like even you could say it, like WWE stayed afloat. Might have gotten better. Who knows? But when it comes to Cody leaving AEW at the time, it lost it for a bit lost its heart and soul.
It did.
Like it needed to regroup.
Cody was the glue for AEW in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
He was definitely the glue for AEW. And you have to think about it. He was the glue, especially when Brody Lee died.
Yeah.
You know, and like that truly impacted the whole entire locker room and that company in a different way that company was not ready for that to happen.
Well, let's not forget, like after he left, it wasn't too long that all these scandals started coming out of the altercations in the back and all this and that. So I think that's where the line is like, oh, you just took the money and ran. Like, oh, like that was kind of I feel like what the gist of the line was supposed to be. It still works though. Like it gives that because it gives Cody that moment of, okay, if you want to start talking about that, and then he can go into his lines, which I love that it's like, you can't even name the guy that picked you.
Yeah.
Like
we don't talk about him.
We can't talk about that anymore. We're not allowed to speak about that here.
Yeah.
That was great. That was great that Cody said.
Yeah, that was cool.
When he was going off, that whole I'm this, I'm that, and you act like you cleaned your room when you left him out, that whole thing. Cap was like, he saw Dusty in that promo.
Yeah.
And that's one of the few times you actually see, like, this is almost him being cathartic.
Well, he has to, because a lot of that promo, as much as it's a promo, it's real life. It's art imitating life in that point. Like you have to give that style, because I can imagine Zena's talking to him in the back. It's like, yo, say what you actually think.
Well,
just let's go and bring that up, because it's modern day Flair versus Dusty in that promo.
Yeah, but
because that's what you needed.
So you see how I said that Cody stood his ground with Cena, one of the very few men to do it.
Yeah,
Punk did it. Cody did it, and maybe you could say the Tribal Chief.
Yeah,
Roman did it.
Once Roman was Tribal Chief, yeah, he was able to.
That's because the foundation of the man is strong.
Yeah.
When the foundation of the man is strong, you can't teeter him. And Cody just proved, he's like, I left because I was more than what the fuck these guys were making me. And he showed I am. It was almost like him going to AEW and traveling the world was kind of like LeBron going to the Heat.
Yeah.
He needed to grow up. He needed to grow up and show everybody that he's a man now. And he's basically like, yo, bro, I left and became the replacement for you.
Yep.
And you're mad about it. And he's showing that he could be John Cena's replacement.
Yep. Which is the crazy thing, because
see that I knew Gigi hated Cena. The minute I said something good about Cody, she leaves.
Yeah, that was too funny. It works so well though. Like I love that. Just moment is what we needed, because that gives it gives that moment of like, you know what? Hey, even if it goes the way we think, possibly, if Cody does end up losing, it made the match feel like it's anyone's game at that point. Like it's not the Austin Theory that's like, no, Cena just killed him.
But you know, that crossroad at the end. No, this is me being somebody who's been watching wrestling for 37 years.
Yeah.
That promo was like, okay, Cena, maybe Cody could win this. Maybe that crossroad was like, nah, he lost. Because it killed Cena. Cena didn't move after that. I was like, you're overselling this shit, Cena. You're overselling this. This is like the go home show shit. Hold up. Are you foreshadowing something here? Like, what's going on here?
So okay, and it's the fucked up thing because it's like it's the cliche, it's the wrestling trope of whoever gets that last hit, somebody's losing.
Yeah,
but Cody needs to do that because Xena's the dastardly heel right now. Xena, let's be real, the character John Cena is playing right now is a crying bitch. Like that's supposed to be the character. Like he's supposed to be like, remember how Brett was when Brett was complaining about everything. That's supposed to be this because it's supposed to be, oh, you're supposed to have that sympathy for me because this is all of your faults. Like he isn't the one that's supposed to be the aggressor almost. He's the one acting for this. So him getting hit with that, it's like, yeah, Cody's supposed to be the one that's like, nope, I'm taking you out now because it's on site, you know?
There's sometimes when I'm looking at Cena and you see in his face, like this is almost a little bit out of his range. Like he's not really believing the shit he's saying because he doesn't want to be saying this.
I don't know if it's not that he doesn't believe it. I think it's he's not comfortable in this. Like this, remember, if for the last 14, 15 years, he was always the good guy. He was always the guy that's like the kids are looking up to. He's doing this way. He's doing everything by the book. And then you now have to say it like this. It's almost like, how do I make this sound organic?
No, but when he started off with, do people say I bury people?
Yeah.
I don't bury talent. I am talent. That seemed like someone said that for like that was like, no, that's a good idea. I'm gonna use that. He's like, well, I'm gonna bury you, Cody, and it's like in his head. Like I kind of feel like he's struggling with the fact that I'm not trying to bury these niggas. They just can't stand on this level, and now I have to admit that I've been burying people. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's one of those. He's contradicting what he actually stands for as a wrestler, and I think it's fucking with him a little bit.
And I think that's supposed to me, that's perfect. Because I feel like he shouldn't believe what he's saying. And like he shouldn't believe what he's saying. Because this whole time he's been preaching the opposite. He's been saying the opposite. And for him to say that line, as much as we're like, yo, that's a dope line. Even though, again, that's what everyone's been saying for the last, 2 decades. People have been saying Xena's been burying talent. So for him to say it, no, I didn't bury talent. I buried fucking mediocrity. Like it works. You can tell Xena's conflicted by it because it's just like, I don't know if I would say that. Like John Cena, the baby face, John Cena, hustle, loyalty, respect.
I don't think
he wouldn't say that.
I don't think he would have said that in front of everyone.
Yeah, like, but it works though. I love the line because it's just like, cool. Everyone said he was burying people. There you go. Like,
now, I kind of wish that they would like the first interaction between Cody and Cena. After Cena beat the shit out of Cody, I wish there would have been at least security around him, so he couldn't touch him. Because remember that Friday, he beat up the Miz because the Miz said something. Like the Miz had nothing to do with anything, and he just beat him up because he's like, "I want you on my show." And then the man that kicked your ass, you just standing there, like I kind of wish there would have been something to the point of like he had to be like, no, don't worry, I'm not gonna touch this man. I'm gonna get him at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that should have been part of it too. Like almost have their contract states they can't touch type deal. Something because for them to do it for 3 weeks and no contact is just like, when is it gonna happen? Yeah. But it did mean more this week when it finally happened though.
Yeah. Trying to remember what else is happening. So okay. Gunter beat the living shit out of you. Go ahead, Gigi.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that. Okay. We had Gunter Redface. Yeah. As he was covered all in Jimmy's blood. Right. As I was going to say, he handcuffed him, but he didn't handcuff him. He zip tied him. which I think it's more annoying, but I don't know. Zip tie. We're zip tying people. Uh, and I'm also wondering why we didn't try to super kick him since super kicks are our thing. Um, at least if you try to super kick him, he could have like slapped his foot down and like hit him again. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking what Jay could have done besides try to swing his arms when he knows that his legs are a lot longer. They have a farther reach. But
Yeah.
I understood the story. I loved it. I'm here for it. We all low key kind of saw it was gonna happen after he slapped the shit out of Gunter. So we knew that ass beating was coming. But we did not expect was this much blood though
Yeah.
coming from Jimmy Uso. That was a bit much from Us.
I definitely didn't think we were gonna get the bloodbath. I said like he has to take him out, which hey, this worked because it adds to the visual. Like Jimmy just gushing
Oh yeah,
was
he,
like,
he
Imagine-
took him out with color.
Yeah. Imagine that promo video now, WrestleMania.
oh man, like that right there,
Gunter
and,
full of blood.
bro.
No,
Like,
no, Gunter doing this. This shit had me laughing. We've seen so many wrestlers take the blood, put it across their chest, put it across their face, fucking drinking blood. We've seen it all. This man did this. Did this. Like, bro,
he
he was like, I'm committed. I take that back.
He's like, fuck that.
It's like, nah, this, you know what? No, you know what? Just for that, like, just
Oh my god. But I was like, pero qué fue eso? Like, what was that? He like, no, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
it
Like,
works so well.
how dare you not want royalty in your blood?
Oh my god, that was so great.
He was like, muy salado. Let's fix that.
That works so great.
That was great. Another thing I was gonna mention: Bianca, Rhea, Io, the main event. First and foremost, Bianca, amazing referee gear
Yeah, that's gotta
made
be
by her.
That's gotta be normal ringing.
She's
Everybody
so
needs that. That's gotta be
talented.
official.
Like we said, you want little Nate to come out in that?
Yeah. Run down that fucking ramp.
I was gonna say, yeah, the one match I did get to watch with y'all, as I remember saying that. It's like, okay, cool. Now we need to get Lil Nate to dress just like
That's it, little Nate.
the boots and everything.
Oh man, so we're getting that triple threat. Can we
So we
agree
are.
because of that? Like we have to get that triple threat match.
Oh, absolutely.
But-
And Bianca Belair taking that riptide from the middle rope and doing that split, like selling the shit out of it. That was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. Bianca flipped the switch.
Yeah.
The minute she won that the minute Naomi got her ass kicked in that chamber match, she flipped the switch and changed her whole character.
Hmm.
Like instantly. And it's almost like she wasn't a part of no tag team a couple months ago. This bitch, she's been a part of this whole world championship since forever. Like she should have been the champion, and they should have been challenging her the way she's acting.
Yeah, it didn't feel out of place. Like it felt like the attitude just it makes it work.
Word.
Like
We got the
Yeah.
NXT Bianca, but with the WWE build, because she's a lot more vascular now, a little bit more brolic too. Shit, so, but yeah, nah. And then but the only thing,
she has a bit more sass to her attitude
Yes.
now. She's no more, I'm just gonna be smiling and doing my thing. No, she's more like, I'm gonna snuff you now. Get the fuck out of my way.
word.
Type of vibe. Shorty coming in with her girls. She
But
about here for her business.
Word. There was some moments in that match though with Rhea and Io. I was like, oh, what this don't look that good. Like they were a little off at certain times doing their moves.
Yeah. We said that too. Like throughout the match, it seems as though there was some times where Io was kind of missing her footing. It didn't look, I don't want to say it looked like it was dead weight, but there was some moves where it was like, oh, a quick adjustment.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure why it looked like that a lot, but at the end of the day, it still delivered. It still told the story. Io was still able to hit her moonsault outside of the ring. Bianca did her thing. Rhea también. You know, we're also getting
Yeah.
more story between Liv Morgan and Finn Balor, right? We're getting more of the Judgment Day. That's another storyline that was pretty good. I'm just trying to I'm running all through it. The only reason why I'm bringing up Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day is because I said Rhea Ripley, and it automatically made me think about the Judgment Day.
It kind of made me think about the interview that Raquel did.
I have not seen that interview fully, so I cannot give my 2 senses in this. But
I
I'm
seen bits
sure
and
it was an
pieces,
amazing interview.
but the part that stood out for me was when the one that you put on your story, when she was talking about her condition that she
Oh,
had
the
last year.
disease that she has, the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so sad. That shit made me cry.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Like
You
she was
went
like,
through a
I'm
lot
so
of shit.
sorry. I'm getting emotional. Like, oh, Dita.
Yeah.
And
Did
girl, you
y'all
about to have us emotional.
was y'all following her when she was going through that stuff? Because I know
Yeah,
TikTok, she made a bunch of. I was watching it. I was like, damn, like
for
she's going through
sure.
it. Like that. That was emotional damage that was going through her shit too.
And it's still there because it's like
Oh yeah.
unfortunately, even how she explained it, it sounds like it's ever changing. Like it's when you have skin conditions like that, it never goes away fully. Like shit, dealing with um the severity of eczema I got, bro. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck triggers it at this point. Like there's times I want to scratch out basically my skin until I'm bleeding. Like it's shit like that. And so for her, that's like I don't think there really is a full treatment in a sense.
Yeah.
It's just like almost like she's allergic to anything at that point.
Bro, my mother had psoriasis, and that would hit her bad, especially when she was mad. So I see the how that shit
Yeah.
affects people. And then
Bro,
imagine her where majority of her profession is being looked at and judged on
Yep.
what you do and shit.
mhm.
Now she's looking in the mirror and she can't recognize herself. Like damn.
Nope.
That again takes a toll, uh, mental, physical, you know, just all the above. It takes a toll on the body, a toll on the mind, a toll on the self confidence. And it's like in a way you have to rebuild yourself back up to that confidence and being like, you know what, it's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Boom. We got through the worst. Now let's maintain. So hey man, kudos to her for still like dealing with that and being able to talk about it and being brave to still come out and still being able still dealing with that. Up to this day she was still dealing with that.
Right.
So but yeah, man. Hold on.
I know you
I
wanted
have
to talk about the judgment.
yeah. No, I'm also just kind of pulling up the AEW card as well. Boom.
I don't know how many
Okay,
matches it's supposed to be.
Oh,
so
it
I
has
just
about
reported
like
they added like 2
150.
more. So right now they're
Um,
at 8 matches.
Wait,
they just
1,
they just did 2
2,
more.
3,
They
4,
added 2 more
5,
to the card.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow. Then
9 matches.
I got 6 on this list. Let me get
4,
another.
5,
Get another.
6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9.
Wait, which one
Okay.
am I missing? 1, 2, 3.
So I'm just gonna go over the matches from
Okay.
bottom to top. All right, really quickly. We
Yep.
got the women's Owen Hart Cup tournament first round match with Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart.
Yep.
The men's Owen Hart Cup tournament first match will be with Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight.
Yep.
Then we have the ROH World Championship mask.
So it's
Okay,
title versus mask. That one was just
Yeah.
added tonight. It's Jericho and Bandito.
that happened tonight.
They made the match tonight.
Apparently, yeah. They made it official
Oh,
tonight.
got
Wait.
it.
Oh wait. What show's on tonight?
Is
I
it
don't know. They just
ROH?
made it official tonight though on their Twitter.
Oh, Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
Because that's
That
when I
sounds.
was like, wait, what? When the fuck did they
I
have a
so
show on
I think
Thursday?
so. I think that's what happened. So number 9 was Jericho and Bandito.
Yeah.
So because everything else says AEW TNT Championship, no time limit, no outside interference between Daniel Garcia and Adam Cole, baby. All right. AEW World Tag Team Championship match, the Hurt Syndicate versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. AEW World Trios Championship, Death Riders versus Rated FTR. AEW Women's World Championship match, Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne. AEW International Championship match, Kenny Omega versus Mike Bailey versus Ricochet, which is, oof, that sounds good. And last but not least, AEW World Championship match, Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland. Wow. I need water. That was a lot. You know what? I take it back. I don't need water. We saw the video about water. Water does damage to your body. We're drowning ourselves. We can't be doing that. So therefore, I'm gonna have to be drinking some Jameson.
I'm telling you, alcohol helps.
Yep.
Disinfect.
Damn it, Gigi, don't join that movement.
I listen. He made sense. The man made sense in the video. He's right. We drown. We're drowning ourselves.
People have died from water.
In order for me to balance myself, I need to dehydrate myself a little bit, right? To kill all of those things and then rehydrate myself with, a balance of Jameson and water. Not, a combination of the two, but that's disgusting. First the Jameson and then another Jameson and then a water.
Another
and then
Jameson.
another Jameson. Yeah.
Oh.
Do
Stone Cold right.
That's it. I'm gonna get that Jameson.
Word. All right.
Thursday night. Wrestling with knuckleheads.
Word. Can't hold anything back now.
Absolutely not. Hell no. We'll get
Shit. What's next, Ray? You gonna want us to sell our kidneys?
Oh,
but yeah. You think? Because I guess we're gonna talk about the Judgment Day when Gigi comes back, but I'm thinking that they're looking at a triple threat match with Penta, Finn, and Braun Breaker WrestleMania.
I think we might get a 4-way. I think Dom's gonna be in that match.
You think like Dom's gonna?
We get the full crack there of the Judgment Day, but also a way you can get Penta the IC title win. Because I feel like Penta ends up winning the IC title.
I kind of feel that also.
Phoenix debuts tomorrow, so that's gonna be dope.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I know on Monday we were talking about well, me and Gigi was talking about who was first person, and I think it's gonna be Carmelo Hayes.
I think and it's funny because I said it over the weekend because my cousin was asking me who do you put him up against then, and now the rumor is it's Andrade, so we might end up getting Rey Fenix versus Andrade for a little bit, which I don't mind. I feel like that would be dope for a first
That'd
feud.
be cool.
So there you go.
They go good together.
So Ray has this theory that it's gonna be a fatal 4-way match at WrestleMania. For the IC title. What's going on, DJ?
Hey,
just in time.
What's up, DJ?
Whoa.
Just in time to hear Ray's delusional claim of WrestleMania. Nah. He thinks it's gonna be a 4-way title. 4-way match for the Intercontinental title.
I was about to say it's gonna be 6 triple threat matches and
yep. He thinks
that's how it's looking. How
Don't
do you
forget about the Battle Royal.
He thinks that it's gonna be Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus John Cena for the Intercontinental title, and John Cena is gonna be the first man to win the Intercontinental title and the WWE title.
No, that's not what I said.
so that he has that one more run with all of the titles.
Just win everything.
And he officially becomes a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, you got to beat Flair's record, become the Grand. No, that's not what I said. I said for the IC title, we're gonna get Braun Breaker defending against Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Penta.
All right. So before I go into that, let me thank you for shaving off that porn star mustache.
Word.
You look great. Okay.
The amount of shit I got for that mustache over the weekend, they were like, "Oh, cool, you did shave it off." I'm like, "Fuck all
So
y'all."
that okay, so, so that should tell you something, Ray. You don't need a mustache.
It wasn't good, bro.
Apparently, I need to shave the mustache, and before I take these pictures I post to fucking put chapstick. I was like, "Fuck all of y'all."
It be like that sometimes, Ray.
You're a little chap, Ray.
Listen, we understand how much
Apparently.
you.
Well, I mean,
you were
with them
holding on
lips
to
planted
every
on
last
John
bit of
Cena's
hair.
ass. I mean, that's probably what happened.
Ooh. Ooh, he said it, not me, Ray. But we were all thinking, nah, just like.
Oh man, hey, is that the doorbell ringing? I gotta go. Oh my God, I gotta go.
Gigi, you don't leave me now. God.
Don't leave me now.
Oh, it was the wrong doorbell.
It was the wrong doorbell.
It was the wrong doorbell.
It was the one across the street that wouldn't stop ringing.
Yo, guys.
Yo, that shit was wild. Listen, I'm looking at that building now, like, you better not start. You better not. That shit was going off the whole weekend.
Yeah, no, let's not have that. Let's not have a repeat of that. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, please don't. That was not cool. That was like, but I kept laughing and giggling every time I heard it. I was like, it's still going on.
Yo, that's crazy.
Does no one else hear this?
There's no one
I know
complaining.
someone hears this. I'm not bugging. It's not just me.
You over here like, that me?
I was like,
What?
Is that
so
going on
either
in my
that
head? Or is that,
or
is that real
do
people?
do I
No,
smell burnt
you-
toast? I mean,
I'm toasty, but is that can't be me? No,
You trying to
mine's
tell me
not
something?
even up.
Word, right?
You know what
But-
sucks? I actually have like the little fire alarm that that has like the non-changeable battery, and you have to switch it out. Some weird dumb shit. I don't know, because I try opening it up and I can't open it up to find the battery. It's some shit that the building has to order in order for me to get it. It is the most and it's been beeping. It's dying on me, so the battery is dying, and I'm still waiting for them to fix
And that
it.
beep is annoying.
Oh
It
yeah, so
varies,
I
just
took it
fucking-
down and I shoved it into like like somewhere where I won't hear, like in between like sheets, bed sheets and something like that, because I'm not hearing a loud as pitch
Word.
from my crib. Absolutely not. We are not doing that.
You should have threw it out the window
I
when
know- I
that
know-
other shit
I
was
know
going.
I know what's smoking in my apartment. I know exactly what's smoking in my apartment.
exactly.
It ain't that type of fire.
Real. All right, before we go on, DJ, we all gave our opinions on the Cody Rhodes, John Cena promo, and we want to hear your opinion on it.
The B Rabbit versus. Man, that's what it felt like, man. Like they were just. I felt anyway like they just let them throw any kind of pre-written anything out of the room and said, okay, we're just gonna go off the hip here, and like we both know how to sell main events. We know what the story is. Let's do it. Like let's just go for it. And that's what it felt like. Like they really went out there and said some stuff that might have, also been on their chest for a minute. Which for us as the for us as the audience makes it even more better. Like it's like, okay, I feel a little realism in this. And that's how you sell these matches that you probably didn't know you wanted before Mania season came, and then now all of a sudden here's a match that people are looking like. I want to see what happens now. And I just like it's just the ending of it though. I didn't need to see like somebody laid out with the other one standing over him. I don't need that every promo battle. Like it can be, them with a face like nose to nose. It could be a bunch of officials have to come out and break them up. but I don't need to see somebody laid out. Like that's the only thing I didn't like about it.
Kind of made it seem like Cena was gonna win.
Exactly.
Ray hated the promo.
Well, damn, Ray.
He said the minute Cena's mouth opened, it was over.
Because you know how much Ray hates Cena.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't stand Cena.
Well, especially now that he's healed.
Right.
Ray said he feels like that little kid.
Yep. That's it. See? Boom.
They got betrayed.
Word. After he just done finished buying that shirt.
Right. And
I'm
he
mad.
told
I
you
didn't
to
buy a
stick it.
fucking shirt before Mania. I'm just
That
like,
dad was pissed. I stood in line for an hour to get that fucking shirt, and then Cena gonna say some shit.
Yeah.
That shit was
Cena
$50.
Go up there and tell all the kids to stick it.
Word.
You stick it, Cena.
Word.
The kid came out of hiding, I want to say, and said, I didn't think he was going to shout me out, you know, but I still love John Cena. I still support him. And I'm just like, you're exactly the reason why John Cena turned heel. This is why. Fucking child. Look at Raymond. That was you. That's you. That child is you.
Word.
And you know you're in trouble when she calls you Raymond.
I know, yeah. That's it. My full name, I'm done. That's it.
Yo, Leon wants to know why you got mad at him when he gave his opinion, but not at RJ. Oh wait, how many J's are you giving this motherfucker? It's DJ. Like wicked.
The R is pretty close to the D on the keyboard there. That's all. People are allowed to make mistakes. It's okay.
He called you DJ, then RJ. He about to call you AJ. Like Mr. Styles. What did you really think of the DJ?
Damn, and then the next
Leon,
line,
how do you make it
TJ,
again? It's DJ, not TJ.
Yeah.
Man, that's Tijuana. Like, you know, I've been there a couple times, but that's not my name.
Hey, I don't know
There
if
you go.
anyone noticed, but his name is actually on his side of the
Yeah,
screen.
it says it
so
right there, like very.
it's there.
It's very large.
For,
Yeah, it says it right
know,
there.
Training.
You had a couple. You had a couple. You had a couple of these, Leon. It's all right.
Word.
You're in the. It's
Our
still in the
names are here for
neighborhood, I guess.
training purposes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know.
Word.
As long as you're not driving, you're all right.
For real. And
Leon,
she
are you
beats us,
on
Leon.
the way to Tijuana? Is that why you keep mentioning TJ? Oh, man.
She beats us, Leon. So don't.
So did we have the same opinion, Leon? Is that what you're saying? And
I'm not even
and Gigi jumped on you.
I'm sorry.
We don't even remember what she was mad at you about. If she was mad at you about something, she's too busy yelling at me.
Mad at me for giving my opinion last week because I can get mad at anybody.
Gigi got mad at me because I asked Ray for $5.
That is not why she got mad at you.
So about
I think
wrestling.
she got mad at me for the fantasy tournament when we eliminated some.
Word.
Oh yeah,
We
no,
did a
no,
show.
fuck you. You deserve that. Fuck all of you. And matter of fact,
Eliminated
hold
the
on, let me get back on here real quick. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you over there. Fuck you down here. Fuck I don't know where you at. Fuck all of y'all.
Wait, why me? I didn't do
And
that.
all
You
you
eliminated
motherfuckers
Shawn
did
Michaels.
a double elimination. You know what? No, we're not. You know, I am at peace with God right now. Okay, you will not do this to me. Okay, we're only on Thursday. Do not try me. I'm trying to be a good woman for Lent.
Then click.
Let's started like 2 weeks ago.
Oh man.
Just
Okay,
'cause
so
I didn't
Leon,
tell you the beginning of my journey doesn't mean I'm in the middle of my journey, Raymond.
she's still a work in
God.
progress.
Exactly.
Hey, like, wait a second.
Um,
Timetable here.
but Leon says he didn't like the Cena gimmick. That's what you were
Okay, Leon.
got jumped on last time.
Fuck you, Leon.
There you go.
You almost made me cut this shit uneven. Can't believe you. I did cut this shit uneven. Oh shit. can't believe y'all niggas just did that to me. That's wrong. That's foul. Right.
What did we do now?
Y'all fucked me. Y'all got me fucked up right now thinking about that double elimination. I'm trying to be a good woman here, a good spiritual woman. Man, damn, how the fuck did I do? Okay, got you. See, I must concentrate. This is why I'm off camera. Here, train. They're gonna come get me so I can come get all y'all motherfuckers for doing that double elimination.
Yo, didn't that happen like months ago?
And folks that missed that episode, we're talking about a fantasy tournament, by the way.
Yeah. Like I was thinking names out of a hat.
We gotta do another one because we had to do the women version now. We only did the
Yeah.
men.
Oh, that's
We
true.
gotta do the
Yeah.
women.
I was just trying to see if there's a website I can put the names in and it does
I
it
feel
for
like
us.
that'd be so
Absolutely.
much easier.
That would be
We could do,
easier,
like, a
yeah.
fantasy bracket.
Or we got the game now. It's about to just fucking
Yeah, we
put
could
them all in the
put it
game.
on 2K. Yeah,
Watch
we could
the-
probably do that.
Oh, and see
Watch the
who.
food.
We're about to do that on 2K.
What if 2K does a double elimination?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I might run down the street with my swinging my shirt in the air. If that happens.
Shawn Michaels and Eddie Guerrero rematch, and they both get
I'm
disqualified.
like, are you fucking kidding me?
Imagine
What are you like, are you
2K
really
counter.
fucking kidding me?
DQ.
There couldn't be just one definitive winner. No, both of these motherfuckers had to lose.
No,
Both
because
of them?
we had a tie, so it's like, hey,
Yeah, tie these nuts.
we, gee, that doesn't sound like very
Got
nice
him.
language.
After what you were screaming earlier,
I'm
DJ,
happy
he was like,
to
swallow,
have
swallow,
you
swallow,
now
swallow,
see
swallow.
How serious I
You
am.
wanted
with
me
my
to spit
face.
out my drinks. I was like, nope. Fuck it. Oh shit. There goes Gigi not wanting to kill me again. But my hair is not even red and she still wants to kill me. Some bullshit.
Give me that $5.
No, enough with the fucking $5, bro.
I'm broke out here. I need-
So I
It's
got
hard
you want-
times,
you
man.
You want lottery
Yeah.
tickets?
Tariffs
You want
hit.
for the lottery ticket?
Shit.
Tom's
I
You
is
feel
can't
like
even
I
walk
should
down
be
the-
taking that lottery ticket.
Yeah, you can't walk down
I
the
watched-
street without playing the tariff
Word.
nowadays.
Word. I watched what was that game? Hunger Games? No, not Hunger Games.
Squid Game?
Squid Games. I watched Squid Games season 2. I shouldn't be taking that lottery ticket.
Nah, don't.
Give me the bread.
No, yeah, don't do
Take
that.
the bread.
Don't piss homeboy
that
off.
was the whole point of that. That just shows you greed. Because motherfuckers can't just be content with one thing. It's like, nope, take the ticket. It's like,
Yeah.
could have had bread. You would have made more money.
But ain't that funny how I'm supposed to be the only one that's not greedy, but my bills is greedy. That credit card is fucking greedy. You gave me $10,000. I spent $10,000. You want 15 back? Fuck you.
Ain't it funny
Word.
how
Fuck
economics
that
works?
interest. That interest be a fucking bitch.
For real.
Economics is, yeah. Times is rough. But
Yeah, I want to learn that math they got in the banks. You got a $1,500 credit limit. You spend $30. You owe me $800 now. Like what? What? What happened to the can of corn shit? I know about buying a can of corn. I don't know about this bank shit. Ooh, done fucked me up.
bro, that's when they charge you, hey, this is the finder's fee. This is the double fee. This is state tax fee. This is the fee. This is the one more fee won't hurt you fee. Might as well give you another $1 fee.
The clean
like
draw for
seamless.
the manager fee. And
It's like
Because we
seamless.
decided not to go paperless fee.
Word.
yeah, I'm like,
This
wait,
is
I'm
a
helping
weekend
you not
program.
going paperless. You gonna charge me for it?
For
For
real.
questioning it, you get another fee.
Yo, seamless be on some, yo, let me just get this one thing for $10 and I'm spending $35 now. Like what?
No facts.
How the
Like,
fuck
how
is the
do-
delivery fee $2, the regular fee $2, and the tip is $3? That's $15 and I'm paying $30. What happened? Why this double all of a
No,
sudden?
you know what I don't get? I pay for that fucking Uber One shit. And the whole point is you're not supposed to pay for delivery and all that.
Yeah.
And somehow I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this extra $8 though? Like, what am
It's
I paying for?
because they have to charge you extra in fees, so that way,
To
like, yo,
balance
the
it out,
delivery's
Yeah.
free, but you know, it took us extra time to order your shit. You know what I love? Spend another $2 and get this shit faster.
Yeah,
Bitch, you just
Yeah.
give it to me on the time that it was supposed to be at.
yeah,
And
exactly.
then it's like only
exactly.
5 minutes of difference. That's it.
Yeah. It's supposed to be at 2:45. You want it at 2:43, spend another $3. Fuck you. I'll wait
Say,
the
what
2
the-
minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes faster when you just leave it the
Yeah.
normal price. That's just
Yeah.
like,
You
why the
got
fuck
that
is
one
it
delivery
wrong?
motherfucker just going around in circles. Like, give me my shit. Give me my shit.
yo,
Son
you
of a
go
bitch.
watch them and it's like, Why the fuck did you make that left, you dumb motherfucker?
Yeah. And then magically they got 2 stops. What, they picked up 2 orders?
Where did they get these orders from?
Yeah. He went to Checkers and back. I don't want to see no fucking Taco Bell in his car.
Imagine the smell in that car. Jeez.
Yo, right?
Yo.
Shit. My drink got warm and my food got cold, you son of a bitch.
Soggy fries. And...
Yeah. And you get Checkers for their fries. You don't get Checkers for the nothing else.
Nah, it's just for the fries.
Motherfucker. Yo, even though they got the funnel fries now, the whatever.
I saw that, yeah.
They're not bad. They're not bad. Yeah. They're not
So
they're not like the ones you get at the fair, but they're like fair. Them. They're right underneath. Yeah.
I was saying,
So am I gonna need to cut a foot off after I eat it though?
No, that's that Coney Island stuff.
Yeah. They don't have money for real powder.
Nah, I can't get that.
Not New York. Checkers isn't as prominent as in New York.
Yeah.
It's
Here
like
it's rallies. Same thing, but it's
I was
rallies.
gonna say, yeah, it's the same company, ain't it? There you go. So should we start getting into these predictions so we don't forget about it?
I don't know.
I
Wait,
thought we
wait.
did that last time. They were supposed to do a prediction show, and it's just like, hey, someone's gonna
No,
win.
no, you know what it was?
That was also
last
another
time they
AEW.
didn't promote it the way, they're
Yeah.
promoting this. They didn't.
Yeah.
They weren't promoting the other one. That's why we didn't really fucking care.
Got you. This one I might actually buy because there's a lot of matches on this one that I'm like interested in watching. So I might buy Dynasty.
Is Xbox ending Game Pass?
Apparently, this is why I got PlayStation.
Well, okay.
PlayStation Plus
Okay,
is
so it's removing the Game Pass console plan, and its replacement will be the Game Pass standard, as well as price increases for Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass.
Oh, so they're just doing what PlayStation already did to us because they
Yeah.
increased that shit by a fucking lot.
I
So
just
now
pay
it's
the year.
$15 for Game Pass
Yeah.
standard.
That sucks.
You know what's crazy? You gonna make me pay to play mad games, but then give me a system that can only hold 2 of them.
Yeah, they're doing the same shit to us. That's just like you have to minimum in order to want to keep a few games on there. You have to buy the external hard drive.
Which costs just like the fucking
Like,
Xbox.
basically another system. Yeah, it's like what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, where y'all buying your external hard drives from?
No, because the Xbox has the Xbox has a hard drive that plugs in the back of it.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm
not
about to say the
how the-
PlayStation, like I had $70 and I got 3 terabytes on this bad boy.
No,
Yo,
yeah, you could
yo.
do that,
Yeah.
but you can't play the game off of it at the 120 hertz and all that other stuff.
Oh, well,
You have to
damn.
buy a special hard drive that plugs in the back of it that goes through the PCI
Mhm.
slot and all that other shit, and that's $250.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, you can.
Like it's not like a regular external hard drive or anything like that because I have that for my Xbox One.
Mhm.
Like I don't have the S series or the X series. I still have the
I don't-
Xbox One. So
They're gonna
that's
end up
still
like
gonna
Sega
open.
anyway.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like Sega. They're just gonna
Yeah.
make games and then let their games be played on whatever. I think that's
Yeah,
where
I
it's
think
gonna
that's what's
happen
gonna
with
turn
Xbox.
out to eventually.
Yeah.
It's
Just bring back the Dreamcast and we'll be all right.
Dreamcast was dope.
Yo, you know
Hey,
what's
that's
crazy?
amazing.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm watching, like, I'm on Reddit for some reason. And everybody's talking about the WWE game, and
Mhm.
people are like, "Yo, the 2016 NBA, WWE 2016 had the better graphics than 2025." Like they showed the Undertaker from like 1990, and in 2016 he looked legit like the Undertaker, and now he looks like Undertaker with Down syndrome. Like his forehead got bigger, his eyes were lower on his face.
So you know what it is? It's because they're molding the models just based off them older. Like that's what it is. If they would have used the face scans they had of like from previous years, it probably would look better. Because they're using, you could tell like every model is just, they just scanned them
Let's
as the
bring 'em in
older
again.
version, and then just adding their gear from that year. Because like all the John Cena's look older, and it's just like, why does the 2012 John Cena look the same as the modern day John Cena right now?
Yeah.
Like it's like we guys fucked this up pretty bad. Like Macho Man, they didn't even try with him. Like his hair is
Yeah.
just all fucked up now.
Yo,
what the fuck
it's
is
like the
this?
fucking Warriors. Like, when
Yeah.
the fuck did the Warrior have this big ass afro? Fucking,
Yeah, it's just like
like
y'all
my man had
really
a
fucking
soul
up.
glow afro,
They
but it,
disrespected Miss Elizabeth. They
yeah.
Yo,
wrong with
even
Elizabeth.
Rakishi, like if you see like the
Mhm.
the shirt they put on was like, yo, Rakishi was big, but why the fuck is my guy like?
Yeah.
like Rikishi was not that big. Like
he was not Yokozuna.
No, that's like, bro.
Even the NBA 2K, like somebody was playing like NBA 2K14, and you see Kobe doing his moves, and then you watch NBA 2K25, and like, what happened? Did you forget? Like, did his moves die with him? Like, what happened?
Bro, legit now they just made it so you could do the same fucking shit. Everyone's doing the fucking
Furry slide.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. And that's because that's how these kids play it. So it's like, what's the point? Like,
but bro, that ruins the game for like the season mode. I like to play the career mode.
Well,
and then have like a fantasy draft and GM mode where I got my own team with like Jordan and I got all the legends. That's the way I like to play the game.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the point where it's like, yo, bro, everybody's the same fucking person.
No, that's how it feels like with WWE 2K. That's like, okay, a lot of this is just you made it so generic now.
Yeah.
That's like it ruins it. Like I have not played Universe mode yet. Because I'm just like, I'm gonna get annoyed because it's just gonna look like the same person, just a different attire.
I've been saying this for like maybe 5, 6, 7 years now. What they should do is you make a character, the next year you're able to download that character into the new game, and it has your last year's career mode in this, and then it's the next year of your career. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then at one point you're like, yo, this guy's been doing this for 20 years, and you know he's about to go into the Hall of Fame, and then it's like, do you want to continue as an old timer and do some other shit, or do you want to Hall of Fame and create a new character? I think, like, how hard can that be?
That's how that's how it used to be with NCAA and Madden. It's the same thing. You could create a character in NCAA, have a whole career in NCAA, draft, and then you were able to save that draft class and then get that year's Madden. And then that draft class, you can draft yourself on your team, and then have that guy play a whole career, and then you had this created character for a whole career. That's how it used to be with Madden.
That's how it should be though, because it
NCAA.
works out so smoothly like that. Like,
so it's not unheard of. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, because let's be honest, everybody who's buying this game had this game for years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait, Nia Jax is out?
I didn't know she was injured. Well then.
You think it'll hurt the women's division? Because it goes, how long do y'all think Nia Jax will be out, and do y'all think it will hurt the women's division, especially on SmackDown?
I didn't know she was out, but
I don't think.
Yeah, Evolve is. I don't think Evolve is on there yet. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't. I could see it get added eventually.
So it says Nia Jax shuts down injury rumors with a blunt response. Nia Jax hasn't been seen on WWE television since her standout appearance at the Elimination Chambers, and fans have been speculating nonstop about where she's been and why. A recent report stirring things up even more by claiming she wasn't medically cleared to compete. But Jax has now responded directly to shut those rumors down. Nia Jax has not been cleared. They continued, yada, yada, yada. What's her fucking response? She first tweeted a post about the report with one word, false, and then she followed it up by responding to the fan directly. Where is this info coming from? I love that medical info is being shared with randoms, and no. So apparently, the real question is, were you there? Were you there? Were you there?
I
keep forgetting. I had were you there? No, you weren't there. So, no, the information is false. Queen Nia Jax will grace us. The thing is that why we don't see Nia Jax now is because we ain't got shit for her.
Yeah, but I said wait. Every wrestler can't wrestle at every single time. Like there
got shit for her.
Yeah, it's ups and downs. Like I don't know why people don't understand this.
Nia Jax has been putting in the work. She really has.
She has.
And if you guys haven't played WWE 2K25, or any WWE 2K games, with a faction, you have to rest your wrestlers so they don't get injured, so they don't get tired, so they don't burn the candles at both ends. It's good that she's not on TV right now because it's not like they're not going to have plans for her. That right
Right.
now, when it comes to a full stacked card for WrestleMania, there's no room for her.
Right.
Like, I wanted there to be room for Liv and fucking Liv, Raquel, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross. You know, I wanted that to happen for WrestleMania. We're not gonna get that. We're not gonna get that. We'll probably get that or an idea of it, maybe, hopefully, the SmackDown after Mania, because it'd be a fresh new story. And yeah, we move forward. But we're not here for WrestleMania. We are here for the 8-hour spectacular that is AEW.
I was about to say they just added another match.
Yo, wow.
Wait, did they? For real?
Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe will be happening a part of the Owen
Oh,
Hart.
so for the Owen Hart, you mean? Because you know what's so funny? I actually had a. Where is it? Hold on. I legit had like a whole thing written out for this shit. Oh, right.
Tony Khan is just tweeting out more matches, just like God damn, like how many
Is he trying to put every first match from the Owen Hart tournament?
Apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case and scenario, then we'll also have Brody King versus Takeshita, and possibly Hangman Adam Page versus a wild card for the first round of matches.
AKA Josh Alexander.
Yes.
Way to ruin it. Way to ruin it.
Way to ruin
So was looking forward to this surprise date.
Yep.
He couldn't wait. He was like,
Fucking Hangman was gonna wrestle the surprise. Yeah.
Who did you think the surprise was gonna be, Toe?
Sting. It's always Sting.
Sting can't do it. Sting has to stay away for AEW because Sting has to come back to WWE for a bit in the next coming week. So we got to give the media, you know what I mean? It's sharing is caring with Sting right now. It's Mania season. Lex Luger's going in. That's the only reason. All right, so that's why Sting is not showing up. Because right
And
now,
it's the Great Muta.
listen,
He owes Sting a favor.
I can't wait for this
It's
announcement.
gonna be the jumping Bon Angel.
We know Toe's about to just keep answering it's Sting when I make this post this week. Because oh fuck. Let's get into this card.
It's not Algo Montoya, man, of war. I tell you that shit. You ain't got the money for him. You ain't got that type of money, Ray.
But I apparently have Sting money.
Listen, Sting's born again.
and Goldberg money from what
And
we heard.
Goldberg money apparently.
Word.
And my flight ticket.
And the
Yep.
flight ticket.
Nah, DJ, we
And
can't do
hotel
that. We're
stay.
getting both of them.
Yep, and the Marriott.
And you know, we have to get the special table from the Edge and McFoley match, the one that Lita lit on fire. We have
Yeah.
to get that same table, so that's a little bit more expensive because it's vintage.
Yep.
And that's gonna be the table that we're gonna put you through.
Yeah, and we might be able to get Lita too if you cough up a little bit more dough, Ray. Stop being cheap. Get
No, no,
Lita to
no.
light that
Hey,
shit on
hey,
fire.
Hey. I'm cosplaying here. Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Way to ruin it, Ray. Way to ruin it.
We got some cosplayers coming through. You know, we're on a budget.
It is
You
my
know,
birthday.
We can't
See?
actually.
It is
afford
his
this,
birthday,
man.
Ray.
We gotta get the. Yeah.
Before we get into predictions, because we still got a little bit more. So how are y'all feeling about everybody saying CM Punk finally gets the main event, night 2 of a 7-night extravaganza? They're throwing his words back in his
Oh, no,
face.
he's the night 1 main event.
Yeah,
He gets to open the. Yeah, he's night 1 main event.
Get the close night 1.
Yeah.
But like they're throwing that comment back in his face when he said it to MJ. Remember when he said it to MJF?
Yeah.
I mean, to
Hey,
be
it's still
honest,
a main event. It's a WrestleMania main event.
but to be honest with you, when they throw that shit back in his face, I'm like, it doesn't hold much weight because he was saying fuck Vince when he said that.
Yeah, Vince ain't here no more.
Vince ain't here no more. This is a totally different company. In my eyes, this is a totally different company.
It is.
It's absolutely a totally different company.
And again, it's still WrestleMania. Like being night 1 main event, being night 2 main event, you're in the main event of WrestleMania. Like
something Jay will never be able to.
His time will come eventually.
He might have to win the Royal Rumble.
No,
DJ.
see, I'm sorry. That one irritates me. No, that the concept of, and you know what it bothers me? What bothers me a lot is a lot of people that said, it never said that when someone who wins the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they gotta stop promoting it like that because they keep promoting it as the winner gets a main event. It hasn't happened a lot.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a lot of winners of the Royal Rumble that don't get main event matches. Meanwhile, it was still also when it was just one night. Now it's worse because now it's like there's 2 nights to choose from.
And one of those
2
nights
winners of Rumbles. There's
Right.
2 Rumbles.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
oh man, we said the fucked up thing was like this wasn't surprising because we knew this was gonna happen. The minute they started selling this, it was like Jay ain't getting that actual main event. Like it's not gonna happen. Yeah.
And the fucked up thing is we're talking about just Jay. Gunther ain't getting that main event neither.
Yeah, no, poor Gunther.
Somebody who deserves that main event also
Yeah,
is
a
Gunther.
guy that was killing it, like as Intercontinental Champion, took over the mantle as World Champion, and it's just like, sorry,
what
we gotta we gotta build these 2 matches.
The personality.
See that punk. Yo, you know Gunther was on LFG last week. Right?
Yo, I saw.
Yeah.
I saw
He made a smart comment to the Undertaker, and the Undertaker was like, "You know who the fuck I am, boy?" And then he's like, "Wait a minute, I had to realize he's kind of right."
Yeah, no, that part I saw because I was like, you know what, I kind of want to hear because they promoted it as that. It's like, oh, he says something to the Undertaker. I'm like, I kind of want to see what he says because I'm kind of not liking the Undertaker on the show, just a little bit.
Wait,
like,
so I haven't seen it yet. I don't care if you guys spoil it for me because I kill enough brain cells for me not to remember.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Okay, so the female gold medalist for the Olympic wrestling, she's on the show. She's Undertaker's. Okay. She's one of Undertaker's trainees.
Right.
Okay.
Gunther went up to her and said, "You smiling too much." And he went up to Undertaker and was like, "This woman should be a monster, and you're letting her smile? Like, does she not know that she could?"
Morenita girl.
Yeah.
And she went in this to what you sent us.
Yeah.
And she was like, I smiled because I the struggle and everything. I went through hell.
Yeah.
And that emotional shit.
Yeah.
That was that was tough.
That was in response to Bubba Ray.
Oh shit.
Like her doing that was in response to Bubba Ray because Bubba Ray went up to her and was like, "You smile too much," and he doesn't take you serious.
Yeah. She did say Bubba.
Yeah, and then but Gunther went up to the Undertaker and was like, "How come she doesn't know that she's a monster? Like, what are you not training her right or something? Like along those lines? Like you don't know that she's a monster? Like why is she smiling? Why are you allowing her to do this?" And that's when the Undertaker was like, "Boy, you know who the fuck you talking to?"
Right.
Like the fuck. Gunther did not pull no punches.
No.
There's a big motherfucker on the show, and he's like, "I seen plenty of you people. You don't impress me." And he told him, he's like, "The reason why you ain't getting no point is because you took that shit personal. This isn't personal. This is business." Is that dude?
Like it, there's the door.
Yeah. Because that dude was like, "Yo," he took it as a challenge, and Gunther's like, "I'm not challenging you. I'm just trying to teach you a lesson that when I tell you something, it's because I need you to learn. But also, this is a business. You shouldn't be taking this shit personal. If I'm critiquing your character, don't get mad. Don't get personal. People trying to help you. You out there fucking getting mad because I said you just a generic big nigga. That should make you want to be different." And this dude, he took that shit to the heart. Like, fuck you, nigga. Like, And he also told me, he's like, yo, bro, you said some shit to CM Punk. Cool, but you got to earn that. He's like, you don't get to just fucking walk up to CM Punk and say whatever the fuck you want as a rookie.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, this show is pretty good.
Oh yeah, him doing that, it was nice. Like that breakdown, I was like, a lot of people should kind of take that, like that type of mentality of it. It's like, he's got a point.
Yeah, that was the same episode where Mickey James was like, I don't want to just be looking at your ass.
And I also read about that, and it's like, well, see, a lot of people are now criticizing her, like, "Oh, you being a hypocrite, Mickey James." She also came from an era where they told her she had to wear certain things.
Yeah, they had a bikini contest.
You know, it came from a certain era where she really had to do it. But then after that, like Mickey James wrestled in pants. She had bell-bottom pants and everything like that. She started switching up her gear.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, I would hate that people were like, oh, she's being a hypocrite or anything like that. Yeah, but also during that time, it was a different era.
Yeah, the women were divas. And they were sex symbols.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not even the fact that they were divas. It doesn't matter what they were fucking called. It really doesn't. It's the fact that you had a certain type of owner. You had Vince McMahon basically owning this whole shit, who is a fucking sexist, crazy fucker that we all come to learn about. Even more, we knew he was a sick fuck, but we didn't know how far it went through the allegations. I'm just gonna put that out there, whatever.
Allegedly.
But we kind of seen how life imitates art in his own art when it comes to WWE
and his daughter.
I digress. It was a different era.
Yeah.
It was a different era where Vince McMahon wanted to have the women like this, and if they said no, they will be out of a job.
Yeah.
But if you notice, when Mickey James was able to basically not be with WWE anymore and basically do what she had to do, she switched up her gear. So I get where Mickey James is coming from. I just wish that people would understand it really wasn't something that Mickey James was probably wanting to wear.
Yeah. And also, sorry to cut you off, Ray, but in those days, the only way that these women would get on TV is if they looked a certain way, right? Like what Gigi was saying.
Mhm.
Now, women wrestlers are wrestlers. They don't need to do all that. Like,
They're not just supermodels.
Yeah, like
a lot of it was just swimsuit models the whole time.
Yeah, we don't need. Well, we don't need to see their body to see their talent.
Nice ass, slim tummy. That's it.
Yeah, but I do agree with Mickey, because there are times where some of these girls, like, that's just right in your face. Like, the cameraman ain't shy about this one, and it's like I'm forgetting what happened in that man. I'm like, damn. Okay. Shit.
I mean,
like,
that's us when we're watching
Tiffany
Stratton, coming out and her not having, a nip slip, which has been happening quite often with her shit.
Never changed, Tiffany. Never changed.
Wow.
No, but...
All right. Looks like it's about to be close to an hour before the show ends. Let's talk about AEW Dynasty. Completely switched the subject.
With that being
This is why, bro, don't get us canceled.
I'm just valuing her. Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, I was gonna make one comment about that situation because Jesus.
Keep it PG, Ray. You know how you are.
Seeing the reactions because of Mickey James' comment. Wrestling, unfortunately, because even now, like the excuses the era back then, wrestling now is still very. Unfortunately, there's times where sex sells. Like nowadays, because a lot of the people that were arguing it is because of how they want to wear their gear and stuff like that. Which again, if you feel comfortable in it, more power to you. Because I saw people were like, "Oh, Mickey James said that," but then if you look at even her modern gear, it's still very sex sells oriented. Well, like some of her TNA stuff later on, was still very like that. Which again, it's also if Mickey wanted to wear it, the way she's portraying it is just don't make that everything because then it does cover that. It's like if that's your whole gimmick.
Well, also Ray, if you like take a collective of the women nowadays,
yeah,
they're a lot more sexy with their gear, but not as out. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have bra and panty matches now. We don't have women coming out and dancing and stripping and all that, but we still have that sexy gear.
Yeah,
like a lot more now than they did before. It's like Jacqueline, she had full gear on. Mickey, Molly Holly had full gear on. Trish had full gear on. But when they did those segments, the mud wrestling, that's when we saw them in their lingerie. We saw them do all that stuff. Mickey, yeah, she had a dress, but she still had underwear on. She wasn't in a thong when she had the dress when she was wrestling, Trish. It was still kind of like that's what a normal girl would wear underneath a dress. It's just we get to see because it pops up all the time when she wrestles. You know what I'm saying? But now it's more like like you see these girls accentuating their body. They got the body to do it, but like I can understand where Mickey's coming from, where it's like Rhea can't help the way how big her butt is. She's wearing shorts. If she wore pants, you still see that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when this girl went from wearing a tennis outfit to lingerie, and now you're just seeing the cheeks. When you're in a situation where you got to impress coaches and make your name out there, and that's all they're looking at, that could really hurt you in that spot. Like I know where Mickey James coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like that there, I get it. But like the beautiful people, because he mentioned Velvet Sky and them, that was their gimmick.
Because she was the first one that like came out about, oh, I don't see a problem with that type of gear. But also that was part of their whole stick. Like they were they were called the beautiful people for a reason. But again, I don't see what Mickey James said is wrong, but also I could see where people are arguing it because of how they want to portray themselves.
Yeah.
At the same token, again, as long as you're fucking doing what wrestling needs it to be.
Well, if you show you more than just that,
like, and that's where the comment is coming from, because they want to have them have the legitimacy and be able to sell their work rate instead of having to do the other. But again, it's always going to be a very catch-22 subject.
Yeah,
because
it's kind of like when a wrestler's hard. Like, Gigi's gonna notice that. You know what I'm saying?
She noticed the phenomenal one a few weeks ago.
I was about to say Iron Sheik when he puts the camel clutch on Hulk Hogan.
Ew.
Jesus, but let's,
he was like he
Let's get to Dynasty here.
Hold up, but I want to get to Leon's comment. DJ is smiling because he's thinking of Stephanie with that what they call it now, the Devil's Kiss. Yeah, baby. the Devil's Kiss, the Stephanie. That's what DJ thinking about because Ray don't want to give him his number.
I can't even deny that.
Oh, I'm mad that Stephanie McCord didn't come to my head, and it was like, the fuck is Stephanie McMahon doing? But let's go on to Dynasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight meat, no water. Yeah, baby.
No bread.
No bread, no water, just meat.
Suck it, duck it,
oh
quack,
yeah.
quack.
Oh yeah, man.
Also,
Ray.
before we get into that, because now that came,
yeah.
Conversation. Booker T,
Word
please
for
do research before you go train somewhere.
Oh,
Wait, all right. So tell me what happened. What happened?
So the situation is Chase and Rance is a known pedophile in the business.
Oh, the dude you showed us the picture.
Yeah, this is the guy that this is why a lot of people don't like Moose, because Moose kind of defended the guy because, oh, he's a friend and he went to go train with him. This is so Booker T went, apparently, I guess, Chase and Rance solicited his services for a seminar at his school because somehow he still has a school. People that train there, there's better schools.
So is he convicted or alleged?
No, he is a registered pedophile.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's a registered.
yeah.
He's
So
a
if the
registered.
arena is
different
1,000 feet from a school, he can't work anyway. But go ahead.
So that situation. So people went at it because Booker T came out after the Vlad interview and went after that. So people were like, "Oh, you're doing this." It's like the throwing stones at a glass house type scenario. They're like, "Oh, you're doing that." Meanwhile, didn't you just do this? Because the picture was out there. And Booker T just came out with the comments saying, "Oh, he doesn't do background checks about where he trains. Like he's anyone that's ever done one of his seminars can tell you his work rate and all that." And it's just like, yeah, you got to do background checks.
You got to do background checks.
Because it's like this situation definitely could have been avoided because the minute you type in his name, everything pops up. Like Chase and Rants, all of that pops up. So Booker T, please do background checks. People be better. Like don't just because it's a payday, just because of all this, know who the fuck you're working with because
No, you got
there's a
it.
lot of shady motherfuckers in this business, and it's only getting worse because there's people that are doing horrible things. Like this past week, a company just got shut down because these idiots decided to film in the parking lot of a funeral home and decided to use the excuse of, "Oh, we didn't know there was a non-filming policy at the funeral home." If common sense doesn't tell you you shouldn't be filming at a funeral where people are mourning the loss of a loved one, friend, whatever you want, just the fuck is wrong with you? So yeah, just again, do your due diligence. Just watch who you're working with, watch who you're associating with, especially in this business, because unfortunately, there are good people, but there's a lot more bad ones in wrestling. So, but
I thought you were going to talk about Booker T and Swerve Strickland beef.
no, but that's why people went into it because the fact that he was going after that, people immediately found that. So it was like almost the, "Oh, you're doing this, meanwhile you did this."
Kind of like an instant karma.
Yeah. So, but again, that whole situation,
because Booker T got himself emotionally involved in something that Swerve said. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, about that whole being like the first black thing.
So it was a lot of, again, the situation of just because Booker T had said something about opportunities in that. So it was a lot more. Like there's been more clarifying statements and all that, but it's just both ends are kind of looking I don't want to say
Not
wrong,
the greatest.
but it's like it doesn't
They can't throw stones.
It's just it's not helping either side.
It's like,
it doesn't help anyone in the sense.
essentially calling the cattle black when you are also the black cattle.
Yeah, but that was the whole point. That I was like, you do this, and then it's like, but let's go into Dynasty because just on that again, do better, people, and even just with the Booker T thing, it's
word.
Do better for yourself, Booker. Don't make sure you're not in situations
Be
like
better.
this.
Don't be bitter.
Especially when you've hosted credible seminars with credible places. do your due diligence. Like also, for some people, just because someone's on TV or has been in TV before, don't fucking use them if they've already been known to do certain things. Because there's a lot of people now that are doing seminars that's like, didn't they get canceled like a few years ago? Like what?
And don't train with a pedophile.
Yeah, no, don't train again. If there's people, because there's a lot of people that will use said person just because they offer the opportunity. It's like no, it's not worth it. Again, do better. There's a lot of great reputable schools out there. There's a lot of opportunities. And if someone just tells you, "Oh, where else are you gonna go?" Trust me, there's a lot better places. You don't have to work with pieces of shit like that. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that it's like the saying goes, there's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. So be careful.
How it corrupts.
Be careful.
All right, hold on, wait. I don't know the beef between Swerve and Booker T. And Leon just said, Booker said if someone calls Swerve the N-word, they're gonna tell him to leave a movie set. But you have to understand where Swerve is coming from. What was that? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
see that part. I don't know where that came from.
So Booker T took exception to what Swerve was saying on the Vlad interview, or is there more to that?
I feel like there's more to that. There's definitely more because this wasn't the beginning of the whole situation. There was more. So it was a response that then it created another response.
Okay, so
Like that's where this whole situation is. This isn't a this wasn't the beginning in a sense.
if anybody's wondering, Krill's farted.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So,
Damn
but
it.
yeah,
You smell some shit. It was Krill.
I'm going through like the shit here. Let's see. I just saw it and fucking Reddit decided to take me everywhere.
Even though we talk about wrestling, I kind of
Oh,
stay out
you
of
want to know
people's
why?
personal-
I guess it's because in response, I guess, to that whole thing is that I guess Swerve Strickland basically said that because Booker T participated in a skit where Vince McMahon said the N word. So I guess
Okay,
it
yeah.
kind of just like went through all of that.
Oh yeah, that was the response to Okay, so that part I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, where Vince McMahon said the N word, that told you everything you needed to know about Booker T's experience in WWE and his ability to judge being treated fair in the WWE. That's pretty much out of pocket, and it was ridiculous when he said it from this one person. But yeah, it's a lot. That whole interview was a lot, and again, it sucks because it's not fully out.
Yeah, it's behind the paywall, so there's so much that's like being clipped out that it's like I want to hear his actual statements, but from what people are just posting from it, neither side is looking good on this.
Yeah.
Like neither side is looking good from it because that is just like, what would you have done in that situation if you were there at that point? You know.
Seriously.
All right, so what I'm saying is, watch Booker T's podcast. He responded and said nobody wants to work with Swerve if he gets offended by being called the N word. Basically,
All right. Well, Leon, when we watch that, we will respond back to it.
Yeah.
Because we have a 10-hour show to get through. That's going to take us probably 12 hours to talk about because each match has to shine. We're moving forward.
They're adding more matches as we speak.
Word. They really are.
As we've started this podcast, 2 matches have been added to this card, possibly 3.
No, wasn't it 4?
I don't know at this point.
Wasn't it? You said.
Well, I mean, if they're doing all the first rounds at Dynasty, then that is essentially 4 more matches overall added to the card.
We're at 9. Something tells me after Collision tomorrow they'll have another one.
Yeah.
Let's go through these 9 because we.
All right, so let's go through these 9.
So let's go.
We'll start off with at the very bottom. The Women's Owen Hart Cup Tournament first round match. Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart from the House of Black.
This ain't even hard to pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna pick Mercedes.
I want Julia to win just so we don't have Mercedes going over.
Has she lost?
Mercedes is going over. I'll go with Mercedes.
That doesn't work for her, brother.
Yeah.
I was about to say, who else is in the tournament for the women for the Owen Hart tournament?
Oh man, I don't know. I only saw the men's.
Has she ever lost?
Where I was looking at only had the men's. I didn't see the women's.
No, because I'm trying to think. Is Athena in it? Because that kind of
it could be.
Yes,
it could be.
Okay, so
I believe so. She definitely made her name known. Women's Owen Hart tournament.
Because if Athena's in it, I think that tells you what our finals is gonna be.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. What the hell?
Jamie Hayter or nothing.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Mercedes just because. Yeah.
There's no way.
Mercedes Moné.
Oh, the AEW website stuff. Like they don't even mention the Owen Hart tournament.
Wow.
Who you got, Ray?
So the first round of matches are going to be Jamie Hayter versus Billy Starks, Thunder Rosa versus Chris Statlander,
Okay.
Mercedes Monin versus Julia Hart, and Athena versus Harley Cameron.
Yep, that confirms our finals right there. Cool. Okay.
Yep.
So we're in a
Don't
consensus.
count them out,
Mercedes-
Ray.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
They kind of
Mercedes.
they spoiled it weeks ago. They started the feud already. Yeah, that's the final.
You spoil it. Don't spoil it for everybody.
So what's next, DG?
Yeah, well, let's close this out. All right. Boop. The men's Owen Hart Cup tournament first round match.
Okay.
Will Ospreay versus Kevin Noit.
This is also not hard.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
I so want to go with Kevin Knight because I feel like they're pushing him hard, and Will Ospreay doesn't need this, but they want to give it to him. Maybe. I'll go with Billy Goat. I'm gonna go with Billy Goat.
Yeah, for this one, I'll go Ospreay because I feel like this one actually could go either way. It doesn't hurt Ospreay taking a loss here, but I'll go Ospreay.
Remember who the booker is.
All right, that's why.
Touche, but I feel like Ospreay wouldn't like.
No,
there's
so
certain people
that's
that I feel like
but that's too
Ospreay
much
would
logic.
go over.
So yeah, it wouldn't
True,
hurt him.
true.
But you're talking about a guy playing with his action figures, so so he's
Yo,
gonna win.
No. But okay, next.
And with that being said, DJ, this is why it hurts me to say this next match because I'm wondering if he's the fan that wants to rip off the mask of his luchador or if he wants to go ahead and have Chris Jericho take an L. Because the next thing is the ROH World Championship mask versus title match. Chris Jericho versus Bandito.
Oh no, Bandito's winning the title.
I'm going Bandito.
Yeah, Bandito's winning the title. This
Mm.
is
I hope
Saying
so.
it's like you got inside information, right?
not on this one. I've not
And-
asked because I didn't want to know.
Anything is possible, Ray. Jericho is the greatest wrestler of our time, and I'll tell you why. Because he makes y'all believe that he can't wrestle anymore. This is all a swerve.
No.
He's making y'all believe
I'm
that.
not- I believe that Jericho can wrestle. I don't believe he can do a lion saw anymore.
Yo,
I'm
I
not critiquing Jericho's wrestling ability because my guy is still going at this age.
Right.
I'm just saying that I think the
he
story.
can't
This is technically what should have happened like around the Hammerstein like show. That we should have had Bandito already wrestle Jericho, but unfortunately Jericho got concussed, so we couldn't see that. So now we're here.
wrestle.
Bueno.
Just, Father Time is undefeated. Okay. You know, I can speak even for myself. I used to be able to run like a 4-4 array. Okay. And now if I tried to do that, you would hear my Achilles pop all the way from over here. You hear a popping sound where you guys are on the East Coast and be like, what was that? That was DJ trying to sprint. So it's the same thing with Chris Jericho. Okay.
I listen. I've heard about this amazing program for you. It's called DDP Yoga. I'm sure that you will get your Achilles working stronger than ever, and then you'll be able to go ahead and move like
I would not.
like
I
a
don't care how
jaguar.
stretchy
You're
my
gonna
Achilles
move
is.
as
I'm not
fast
running a
as
4-4
jaguar.
again.
You got this.
and I've come to grips to that. There's other things I can still do. That is not one of them.
Listen,
And-
DDP Yoga, you'll be able to do anything. The man has healed millions. We're trying to get him for Toe, but you know, his thing is that we have to drink water, and you know how Toe feels about it.
Yeah. Conspiracy. I tried DDP yoga.
No, you
I-
didn't.
yeah.
No, I had
during
somebody
COVID.
burn the DVDs for me a couple years. Like when it first came out, I had a patch on. I pirated that shit. I was in this motherfucker. I tried it. It was just one of those things like it was a lot of breathing and shit. And I was like, I was at the stage of my life where I wanted to clang and bang. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to put the fucking 325 on the ball. Like, bling, 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 you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I still had some young spirit in me, DJ.
That's hilarious.
He was eating his vitamins and slanging and banging. Mean Gene.
Shit.
Wow.
Shit.
So the next one is the AEW TNT Championship. No time limit. No outside interference. Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole. Baby. Adam.
I'm gonna go. With
Wow, we
Daniel
still heard
Garcia.
you perfectly with that.
I know.
That was funny.
I know. It was great. The people on the outside are trying to wonder what the fuck was that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Daniel Garcia retains here. Gets the big win over
Ooh.
Adam Cole.
You think Garcia retains?
Yeah.
I'm going with Ray.
I'm going with Cole. How long is he going to take until he gets hurt again? You might as well throw a title on him. White.
Come on.
As
Don't do
fucked
that
up as that sounds, that I
damn it.
kind
He's
of
not wrong. Like, what is
He's
that?
not wrong at all because that's
Let
the same
Adam
thing I
Cole
was
be healthy
thinking.
for a bit, man.
That's why I'm
That's
mad.
why
I'm
he's
hoping.
healthy
He doesn't want to
now.
help.
He's
He doesn't want to
healthy
help
now.
himself.
Why do you think we're trying to give him the title now? Because he's healthy now. I'm. You know what? I'm gonna stand by toe. I'm gonna go with Adam Cole, baby.
Okay. Next.
We don't want him to get hurt. Ray is just one of those things.
That's what he does. Like he doesn't help himself. I don't know what you want us to do, Ray.
He probably went vegan and didn't tell nobody.
If he doesn't like get this now, by the next Dynamite, he might get injured. So we got to give him the title now. So
The extra iron.
Well,
Boosts his
but
immune
what
system.
is like? But what is Daniel Garcia's like? If Daniel Garcia wins this, what would his next feud be? Because for the longest, I thought we were gonna get the Undisputed Kingdom to be like. I thought they were gonna break these guys up, but we decided to keep them. So unless we're gonna get a trios championships between them and the Death Riders or rated FTR, depending on who's the champion, I don't see that happening. So I'm gonna give it to Adam Cole, baby.
I'm still say Garcia gets his big win here.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Sticking with
needs this W though. You're right. I don't want to go against Garcia. He's just, Hispanic.
Well, yeah.
Is he?
So he's not Hispanic,
His
right?
name Garcia.
No,
You
actually,
have
no.
to.
That's funny thing. That's like
I was about to say,
I don't know
are
if he
you
is or not.
disputing his Hispanicness?
I don't know if he is. That's
I don't see a lot of people pick up Garcia as their stage
They
name.
were.
We're gonna
I
continue.
haven't heard of it.
Next match, AEW World Tag Team Championship match between the Hurt Syndicate and Big Bill. Oh, excuse me, versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. And we hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people. I swear. It's
Should
catchy,
still been Private Party.
but the most terrible lyric. Ray, we hurt people, Ray.
This should have been Private Party. But yeah, we're gonna.
Hey, listen, man.
Listen.
They shouldn't have friends.
Listen, they got tired of taking shots. There was no more shots to be taken.
Is Gigi breaking up for anyone else?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If
I was just
anything,
like, I don't care.
yeah, you're right. It should have been the
See, this is Tony Khan.
private party.
Yeah,
Stop
Tony
it.
Khan's fucking with the show now.
Yeah, because he knows he fucked up. Yo, Ray.
Yo,
everyone
We
knows.
hurt people.
You want to be champions or you want to have friends?
Uh-oh.
The one rule Tony Khan got.
Uh-oh.
And Tony Khan's mad that they got the private party on SmackDown.
Can we? Oh,
So who is everyone
like it.
else's pick here? Because I don't see Big Bill
All
in
the
them.
Hurt Business knocks their head
Yeah,
into the
Hurt-
second
Yeah,
row. This is
yeah.
not even.
This is gonna be a quick one.
All right, let's
Bobby
go.
Lashley is not. That
Stack
doesn't
'em,
work for
smash
Bobby
'em.
Lashley, brother.
Yeah, stack them, smash them, and crash them, whatever the fuck they do.
next.
All right, the World AEW World Trio Championship match.
All these matches got some kind of belt.
There's a lot of titles.
All of them do. All of them have all the titles are on the line. The Death Riders versus Rated FTR.
Death Riders over. I think FTR is gonna Rated FTR is breaking up here.
Stop booing and shit for people,
agree.
Ray. You can't see this coming.
I see it coming. You don't see it coming because you don't watch the product.
I'm about to say, I think Stevie
I
Wonder
watched just enough. I watched just enough of the product to know that anything is possible in AEW, Ray.
Like Stevie Wonder right now is like he's like, oh yeah, they're gonna break up.
So, but once in my life, Edge is gonna break up. Not like he broke up before.
I know Tony Khan. I know how Tony Khan writes. They're gonna break up.
And I like to thank FDR for Jordan Edge, but it's not gonna be any more longer.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but then again, Edge has that problem.
Okay, so we know that the Death Riders are going over. What do we see happening to Rated FTR? Because that's really the bigger story here. Like, is Dash gonna go ahead and shove Cash again? Wait.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think that's how it was. I think we're gonna have Dash walk out. Cash is gonna try to follow, and then Edge is gonna be
because during like Dynamite, homeboy was like trying to go in for a hug, and he said, "No, you don't get to hug me. We'll be on the same page." But the next day, we have to talk.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they're gonna have that miscue that it's almost like we're gonna have to have. Like, they're gonna keep going. Like, wait, no, where are you going?
You know what I think's gonna happen, Ray?
What?
It's gonna be a double swerve. FTR is gonna turn on Edge, but because Edge has that back problem and he can't take pins, he's gonna turn on them. They're gonna turn on each other, and then it's gonna be at All In FTR versus Cope, 2-on-1, no pillowcase, glass everywhere. And for everybody that's wondering, I did the research. Daniel Garcia is Hispanic. He's from Barcelona. His father's from Barcelona, Spain.
Oh, there we go. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So he's not only.
I had to go digging for this one.
Very Spanish.
He's from,
Yeah.
he's from the motherland.
Yeah, I had to go digging for this because
he is somehow more Hispanic than we are at this point.
word.
That's
Everywhere I went, it just said he was an American wrestler.
Right.
They just said he was an American wrestler. They didn't want to give him no kind of.
Nope. They were just like, he's from Buffalo. It's like
He was like, "Please, Trump, don't deport me." That's what I saw when I googled it. It's Daniel Garcia Spanish. It says, "Don't deport him, Trump."
Yep.
That's what it says.
God damn it. But yes, I think that's where we're going with that is the breakup.
Too much storytelling on this page. On this.
Here we go with Boris.
Yeah.
No.
We're not done.
We're
not done.
We still got more storytelling to go.
Word.
We do. The next story is. Oh wait,
Jericho's gonna team up with Edge.
All right, so AEW Women's World
Rated
Championship match.
Y2J.
Shut up. Yeah, between Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne, the Megasis.
I think this was easy. Megan Bayne. DJ's like, I don't even want to fucking.
I think Tony Storm retains. I think Tony Storm retains. They gave her the belt back too a little quickly. There's like, you know what? Yeah, we're just the character's too over right now to take the belt away.
Right. I know. I was there. It's gonna be Edge, Jericho, and Megan Bayne. That's gonna be the triple threat.
So you also agree with Tony Storm going over?
No, Megan Bayne's going over.
Megan Bayne? Okay, cool.
It's gonna be Ring of Honor champion, a brand new title they give the Edge, the 2-on-1 championship, and Megan Bayne women's champion. Triple threat.
How do you put up with us, Gigi?
She yells at me a lot, DJ.
I smoke a lot.
Oh man.
After a while, I tune out.
So Gigi, who's your pick for this title match here?
In the mind of a cocaine head.
I'm so sorry.
We apologize for the
Wait a
comments made by our co-host here tonight.
Yeah,
What did DJ say?
No, I apologize for DJ. DJ,
We're not- he's
Or was
fine.
it TJ?
DJ is fine.
DJ,
This is
said
you.
It was TJ.
Listen, I told you I'm trying to be peace with God, and you are testing me. You are testing me with this nonsense and bullshit, and like my eyes.
Thursday.
This is your cross, Gigi. to bear.
It's just stressful. Is it? Like we have to go through like a 14-hour AEW card that's not going to finish until next year, and none of the people are ever going to see their children ever again. Because that's how AEW. If you've never been to an AEW live event, prepare to be there for the rest of your life.
So, DJ, our section was literally
cuts too from your deli. If you have a deli, I don't know where you guys are at. If you have a deli, if not, because we have bodegas, so we're blessed here. But
we were literally yelling, DJ. We want to go home. We want to go home.
Stop bringing matches out here.
They locked the door so nobody can go home. They said you must go back to your seats.
He's on the phone calling up random fucking independent wrestlers. You want to wrestle? Come on out.
We got theme music for you and everything.
The fucking Bill Grace came down like, who the fuck is this? Yeah, half a wrist tape on, one shoe, and his jeans was cut.
Just starts like, I'm ready. Let's go.
Like shit, he called me one night. I was like, dude, let them people go home.
He's paying my rate. Let's get this.
Okay, wait, where is it? Oh no, it's in Philly this weekend. Oh yeah, they're calling all the independent wrestlers.
He wasn't lying when he said he wanted to make this shit like Black Church.
Oh.
Yeah. He's gonna lock the door like you guys and everybody
Jesus
better
is
buy a
coming tonight.
t-shirt.
That's right. Shit. You heard this. You heard the fucking joke, Ray. Don't act like you ain't hear the joke. What's that? The white dude that we talking about? Like?
Gary Owen.
Yeah, see, you know. He was laughing at the joke. Don't act like it's controversial now. Shit,
like
you go into church at 9 o'clock in the morning. You come out 9 o'clock at night talking about praise Jesus.
Controversial then, and it's still controversial now.
But it don't make it not true.
Just recently, you had a preacher lock the door and say he wanted, like I think like 40,000 or something like that, like some kind of crazy money.
Wow.
Yeah, that just happened.
That's it. He pulled the lean on me. He's like, we're locking the doors.
I'd have been the only motherfucker laughing in that church. Like, you getting 40,000 for food, nigga.
Yeah, no, it'd been some furniture moving.
Oh yeah, no.
That $2 I gave you was the stretch.
Now I would have scared the shit out of people. I would have I would have been like, "Now I'm on my bruja shit. I'm not supposed to be here."
Yama 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 yama.
Yo,
I'm handing out stunners and yelling hallelujah this evening on everyone.
Word.
Hallelujah this evening. Now, like, we're gonna unlock the door.
This is what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna get some holy water and we're just gonna wet my hair and we're just gonna let it just go down my face. I said, I gotta go.
Yeah, let her out.
Let me out of here.
Kick that door open. Jesus said, let there be light.
Medic, give me that shit. I'll fucking CM Punk myself over here. Like, medic, I gotta go.
John Moxley.
That water to the effect.
I'd have been at the window.
Word.
Okay,
and I'm out.
Now I apologize for 3/4 of the host tonight of the podcast.
I'm out.
Now we're just offending everybody. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I
went to Baptist in vain.
I grew up in Baptist church. It's all right.
Damn, Ray, you just said his name in vain.
No, that's not right. You don't keep us hostage so we can give you money for your church. You are forcing the hand.
Jesus turned over tables.
I want 20. And you know what the thing is? Like, I want $1 or two. No, the man said everybody needs to give me $20. Everybody needs to give me $10. Everybody needs to give me $50. Everybody needs to give me $100. Everybody in here needs to give me all their change, their welfare, their food stamps. They need to give me their child support. They need to give me the college fund. Like, bro, he wanted my Uber One fucking subscription, and there's only one for me.
For real. Motherfucker asked for the Netflix
For the
account.
whole church? For the whole church? Brother, what you
Shit.
doing with that money? The church ceiling is still not fixed.
Yeah, let me get your Temu
The
login.
organs still haven't been fucking clean, and yet y'all want to come ahead and try to be singing hallelujah.
Word.
How? How you singing that off key? With all the money we be giving you, you should be getting some chorus lessons.
Word. We sound like Usher up in this motherfucker.
What
You
match
don't
They're
do
singing.
that.
Up there singing "We Will See," and I'm like,
Hmm.
before we give some
Hey,
more
we
money,
see
we
your
will
bank
see.
account. That's what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, this little light of mine needs all your money now. Shit. That is.
That wasn't it. You tried.
Yeah. Well, it's because that
I'm
light
sorry.
is dying.
Listen,
That light is dying. I got this
you're
one.
pretty good. That one wasn't great. But we're gonna listen, Ray. You can apologize
Can't hit
to
all of
everybody
it.
about us.
You
for
can
on the most
apologize.
shit. That was that like, bro. That we're going based on that particular video because that's some wild dumb shit.
Word, right? Look, you watching the fucking Gary Coleman shit now, ain't you? You watching the whole
Gary
stand up now, ignoring us,
Gary Coleman.
motherfucker.
It's Gary Owen.
See, him too.
I knew it. He's
I am too.
totally watching it. Unbelievable. All right, we're gonna move forward.
Word, Ray.
Oh.
What I
A
feel
poet.
might be the match of the night, in my humble opinion. And this
Okay.
will be a triple threat match for the AEW International Championship match between Kenny Omega, Mike Bailey, and Ricochet.
Gigi, you're not saying it right.
What do you mean?
Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, I'm sorry. To be
Speedball.
fair, I'm literally just reading it on here and it
No,
just
the
says
graphic
Mike
guy said
Bailey.
it wrong too.
Remember, Ray is a stickler
my
for
fault.
pronouncing names.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Especially when it
So,
comes to speedball.
Kenny
Yeah.
Omega. All right. Speedball, Mike Bailey, and the one, the only. Ricochet.
There you go.
Is
Yeah,
that better for you, Raymond? Is that better for you, Raymond Sanchez?
There you go.
My fault. I was just reading the prompt on the screen, man. It's not my fault they fucked
Sure.
me up.
Nah, graphic designers were being cheap with it. You gotta say it fully.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Listen,
Kenny
man.
Omega wins this,
Oh,
pinning
that's not-
Ricochet.
Don't do
can't
that
just
to
have-
me. That's fucked up.
You can't just have a luchador jumping off the shit.
Yo, if at least
You need Ricochet jumping off the shit.
Get out of here! I can't get out of here. Fuck.
we're not gonna false advertise. You know, we gotta fully
Listen,
say
man.
what's
Let's
happening
keep it black and white, Ray.
Oh boy.
Straight down the middle.
Right. Right.
There's no battles happening here. We're talking
Yeah,
about
straight down the middle.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
No, Gigi, you okay over there? Why you look like you at a club? What happened? You good?
Because we got an Omega speedball that's gonna ricochet off of shit.
I'm just trying to keep it professional. That's all.
Trying to
I
keep
hear
it
you.
professional.
It's all about optics with Gigi.
That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Oh man, DJ, you okay? You're not.
I'm
falling
good.
out over there.
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
It's all good over here.
I mean, where he at, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I was about to say, like,
He's
the
early.
sun,
He good. He bright
I
enough.
don't think it's gone down yet.
His word.
Yeah.
He still technically had breakfast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man. I think we're broke, Gigi.
Yeah, I think that's it for Gia.
Yeah, we gotta fill you
She
in.
tried.
Afterwards. Oh. It's getting very chaotic.
Couldn't
in
get out
here,
of the other
man.
screen fast enough. I was doing picture in picture. Oh my god.
We're gonna clip this one for
We go-
Gigi.
As they do in AEW, we're gonna go picture in the picture.
Oh, word.
Let's give our
Listen,
predictions on
listen,
this one.
sometimes picture in a picture is some great advertisement.
No. Who do you guys got for this one? For this triple threat? Well, while Gigi's having a fun time over
Yeah.
there. To see what's happening on the other side of Gigi's camera, pay today for the exclusive Knucklehead OnlyFans.
The Patreon.
Patreon today to see what's happening over there.
Yeah, it's on the $100 a day tier.
Thanks.
Right.
Very exclusive.
Fucking tears.
Oh, I'm just crying over there. You need to pay double for that.
Double, because you never know what I'm crying about.
Word.
So you get to pay to guess
No,
what she's
pay the
crying about.
For real.
Here now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We broke, motherfuckers.
Triple to
We need money.
Exactly.
July 19th, fucking respect gonna happen. You think that just popped up out of nowhere?
Nah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
You think Ray was laying eggs and found some gold and shit?
That's not what happened.
That would have been fun.
Word.
Oh,
You still wouldn't have gave me them $5.
No.
I was about to say, he still wouldn't have gave us nothing.
Word.
Oh,
We
I
gotta
need to
run
be like this
shows,
blunt.
damn it.
Oh,
We gotta
Still
run
gonna make
shows.
me pay for a flight and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
On my own birthday, he's gonna make me pay for a flight. Ain't that?
Word.
Hey,
That's
my
just
birthday's
disrespectful.
2 days after, so
Disrespectful.
I'm gonna be having ramen noodles on my birthday because of this show.
Yeah, it's gonna be the best ramen noodles you ever had.
Yeah, with
We'll
their
just be
personal
having
chef
ramen
over there
noodles.
making them for you.
Word. Shit.
You ain't fooling nobody, man. Don't give me the. Don't pay that.
Don't
Don't try to give me that power.
I can tell by the corner in your little thing there that's a set you on.
So why is there a bunch of pillows here?
Shit, you hired a decorator. You gotta
I'm
make it
about to
look
say,
real.
you like being comfortable, like
Word.
you know.
Shit, those pillows 3 for $50.
This is a real background, y'all. This isn't. We're not.
It's
It's not a
the
green
fucking
screen.
shock master about to come through that shit.
Holy shit.
Shock master.
Another man the match is hopping around.
Gigi, are you okay now? Are you living? You good?
I'm alive.
All right.
So can we get back to who's
Yeah,
winning?
'cause we
this
can't get no
triple threat
background on this.
matchup? What's happening here?
Kenny Omega,
Wait, I'm sorry.
Ricochet,
And
and
Speedball.
Speedball Mike
get that
Bailey.
straight. I was like,
I know his
really
name.
fucking
I'm just making sure. Gigi didn't know his name.
On my paper it says Speedball. All right, he ain't wear no socks.
No,
His
I'm
name is Speedball.
on this. I don't know. I found all the 9 matches. So Kenny Omega, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Ricochet. So
Yep.
who do we have for this triple threat?
No, because DJ doesn't watch, so we gotta fill him in. Isn't the international championship and the continental championship gonna merge together?
That is the
And they're
rumor.
gonna make a continental championship?
The rumor is that they will be unifying these championships soon.
I'm picking Omega.
Okay. DJ?
Yeah, I'm picking Omega, and he's gonna pin Ricochet.
Okay.
Oh, he's picking the winner and the loser.
Yes.
That works.
I can actually see that. I can see that happening. So I shall go with Kenny Omega
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
And mainly because, he's another one that just got the title. So they're not gonna take that title off of Kenny Omega anytime soon.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Great.
and I definitely see Ricochet taking the L on this, mainly because we just also signed Speedball Mike Bailey. So if Ricochet takes the pin for this, it doesn't make Speedball Mike Bailey look weak.
And Ricochet's been jobbing anyway, so
Facts.
what's another loss?
Word.
So I'm also gonna agree with a Canadian winning this match, but I'm gonna go with Speedball winning.
Why you gotta
title
bring
here.
race into it, Ray?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Speedball winning this, but also pinning Ricochet. Unfortunately, I feel like that was the buffer here in order for
You
us
do
to be able
know.
to see that match down the line of Kenny Omega and Speedball.
Just
Ray,
because he
you-
has
you
a
do know-
floppy head like Kenny Omega doesn't mean he's gonna win this match.
Word. But you do know that if Speedball wins, the tariffs are gonna go up.
Yeah, that's
Gigi, let's
that's
move
gonna
on
really
here.
make
What's
it
the next match?
Just saying. You the one brought Canadian into this.
I just brought it up because that was the way they kind of teased when
You
Speedball
just
was coming.
you just done told Trump about this man. Now the tariffs are coming.
Yep.
This shit went from a 60.
You know what?
Yep.
You know what?
From a $65 pay-per-view to $85 now.
You know what? I'm gonna change my vote.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna change my vote and I'm gonna go with Ray.
Because Ray got the inside track.
At Speedball Mike Bailey, it might go over. But you wait a minute. I have to think about these things because do we really want to make this fucking predictable because it's Tony Khan?
Well, I mean,
like
you
the
want
more
us to predict the
predictable
thing,
would be
right?
Kenny's winning, yeah. I think the other answer is the more predictable one of Kenny.
What? No one gave Kenny any chances against Ricochet and Speedball Mike Bailey.
I feel like
You know how
there's
much
a
talent you need to have on the mic to go, oh!
After he saw Purple Rain a couple times.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm gonna stick to my original one. I'm gonna say with Kenny Omega.
So no one got any belief in Ricochet?
Listen, I'm gonna,
No.
absolutely
He might
not.
be training
But
on the Jericho. You
Watch
know?
Ricochet end up winning the fucking match.
I'm about to say, watch him win this damn thing.
And I'm
Ricochet's gonna win this, and we're all just gonna be like, well,
if Ricochet wins, I'm gonna text you and be like, I told you.
well, you pick Kenny.
And we're just gonna run this clip back. I told you. He's gonna be like, I told you. Hold up.
I remember your pick was Kenny Omega.
Yeah,
that's one thing. I think Toe will show up to a casino with the wrong receipt and be like, pay me my shit. And then just looking at him like, what is wrong with this man?
Like, sir, you owe
give
us
me my money.
They'll be like, sir, this says you owe us money.
No, there's a negative there because I'm taking it from you.
That's not how this works, sir.
I'll be at the bar like, yeah, I need just keep him coming, okay? Because I somehow know that man, so just keep the drinks coming.
Like, this is really happening. No, sir, no. He's just mentally disabled.
Start yelling out, Lionel Richie ain't been black since the Commodores.
What's wrong with him? All the above.
What's next?
Come on, Ray.
For you guys that ain't old school, you don't know what song that is, but that's all right.
Ray act like he ain't never seen Rush Hour. What's wrong with you, Ray? Shit, how come you ain't got no black performers up in this casino? At the Commodore.
So the last match is AEW World Championship match between Jon Moxley and Swerve Strickland.
Word.
Can we have my black champion back? Can we actually see the AEW World Champion already?
Someone's dying.
I'm tired of it being in the fucking suitcase. I would like to see the company's champion because I'm tired
He's just freaking boring. I'm sorry. Like, Jon Moxley's just boring. Can we stop? Okay.
That's another thing too. I'm kind of tired of this Death Riders because it's like there's really no real direction.
Nope. It's boring. It's boring. He's the worst out of the Shield. Let's just the shortest and the worst out of the Shield. Let's just.
I'm gonna pull a Leon. How come when TJ says that, no one disputes it, but when I've been saying it for years, all of a sudden,
when I make a hot take on TJ now.
You been coming down Seth. Oh, Moxley Toe.
No, well, Moxley's been on my list. Him and Daniel Bryan.
No. Espérate, hold up. No,
Ray knows about this list.
Wait. He's been on your list, but when it comes to the members of the Shield,
No, I hate Seth.
I was about to say you put Seth over fucking.
I hate him.
Jon Moxley. Meanwhile, DJ's like, no, Jon Moxley's the worst, and then Seth.
Well, see,
the tribal chief.
The thing is, I just gave up with Moxley. It's one of those things like, oh, he's Superman. All right, whatever. Seth is just trying, and it's like you keep insulting my intelligence, and I'm taking it personal.
That's why you're never making it to the business. I'm taking things so fucking personal.
Listen, man,
you not learn from your fucking show.
Listen, I don't get paid. I don't get paid to watch this. This is my valuable time. I could have been at church, locked away, giving this motherfucker $40,000, but I gotta hear Seth Rollins yap. Look at Ray's even taking it.
Yeah, made Ray have to take a hit.
Oh, right now. Shit. Ray feels the same way.
No.
Yo, that was almost perfect timing. I don't know if you caught that, DJ.
I did catch that, and you need to clip that.
Word. Gigi, you said no, and Ray mouthed no, and it was like
the
you
same
said it
time.
for him.
Right on sync. It just worked out so well. I was like, no.
That was dope. No rehearsal or nothing.
No,
Mhm.
we just knew we were there. It was just like,
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But you don't have to
Things
hide
work
that.
out.
Ray.
Listen, I'm here to help you out. I saw what was happening. Listen, Harley Cameron has like a
yeah.
little right. She has a little
Puppets.
Mercedes Monet puppet. Listen, I got you. I'll be your trick.
Ray, tell her that you hands free operated. Because you got to stick your hand up the puppet's ass. Tell her that you hands free operated. She don't need to stick it up. Am I the only one bugging? You a fucking.
So yeah, in this
You get your
scenario,
hand up the puppet's
I don't
ass.
have to
You
do
watch
that. In
Jeff
this
Dunham?
scenario, in
But it's
real
for the
life,
viewers.
hear me out. In this scenario, I would just bop him in the back of his head.
I hear you.
That's just too much ass.
But listen to Boris. Boris in his head is like, oh shit, Gigi's sticking her hand up Ray's ass and mouthing his words for him. That's what they're thinking.
Boris is not saying anything like
He's
that.
thinking it, but
Oh,
Boris
hey,
is another.
Miro is coming back to the WWE. That's
See?
another thing too. Anyway, we'll touch on that right before we sign off or anything like that.
Trying to help Ray out.
Who's taking this? I'm on Swerve. I'm going with Swerve. And by the way, shout out to Willow Nightingale for taking that bump that
Yeah.
John Moxley gave her.
Yeah.
That was so disrespectful and unkind. And the fact that you did that to my girl is so wrong. One of my headphones just went out.
Damn.
That's how mad you
I'm
were.
gonna go with Strickland. I think we're getting Swerve as the world
No, it's
champion
time.
again.
Am I bugging, or does it seem like Prince Hakeem is going to turn on Swerve?
I know you did not call him Prince Hakeem.
I can't remember his name for the life of me.
Prince Nana.
Prince Nah. There you go.
Don't disrespect the embassy,
Listen,
damn it.
First off, Prince
No.
Hakeem was
No.
the king of Zamunda. Shit.
He was a prince. How you gonna call him the king?
Did you not see part 2? He was the king.
We're quoting the first one though.
No matter, he became the king. Shit, just because they removed the power of the Black Panther doesn't mean that T'Challa wasn't the king of fucking Wakanda.
No.
Shit.
You don't do, first and foremost, no. Just no. That's it. No. That's not cool. You don't disrespect Prince Nana like that. How dare you?
Hey,
He's
he
like
should have
super,
had a name.
no, fuck that. He's super fucking cool. Do not disrespect Prince Nana like that.
But he's
You
about to
just literally
swerve on
called
the
him
swerve.
Prince Hakeem as if he was fucking coming to America.
I'm
You
gonna have
called
to go
him
see
Eddie
Reverend
Murphy.
Brown.
You tell me he ain't wearing that same headdress like he was coming to America?
You a racist motherfucker. You know that?
What they got to do with a race?
You a racist motherfucker.
Muslim wear the headdress too.
You are a
Shit.
racist ass
They do.
fake Puerto Rican nigga. I
So
swear to God.
so we're gonna have to go see Reverend Brown now.
Shit.
I wanna know-
Johnny Cochran, he'll fight for me.
We are
Reverend
back.
Brown.
Blow up.
Show,
How do you expect to
show,
blow up
There's a
in this
God somewhere.
wrestling industry if you just go disrespect niggas like that?
Shit.
You don't do that.
I'm just
Learn
yo.
it.
Listen. Y'all should have known what I was trying to say before I said it, and you should have corrected me. Y'all over here letting me say shit.
Yo, grown ass
I
niggas
said, what was his
before.
name? I said, what was his name? Prince,
You
and you just
are-
sat there.
No,
Prince
no,
who? I
you
said, who,
didn't
Prince
even give
Africa?
nobody a
And you're like,
fucking hint.
oh.
You just blurted out something. You know what?
God,
You know
deep
what?
down inside, y'all
I'm
want me to be
underneath the
this.
impression that Show Nuff, who never shows up, has been rubbing off of you, and that is
Uh-oh.
terrible. That is
Uh-oh.
terrible.
Listen.
We only can deal with one. We cannot deal with two. Just because
We
Show
can't
and
deal
Show
with
kind of rhymes in a way, you can't have one. No.
Show enough is
No.
the disease, and I'm the symptoms. This is what happens when you get 3 hours of sleep a day for 10 years.
Well,
Okay?
then fix
You
your
can't
fucking
remember-
self and get at least 4 hours of sleep. That was fucked up.
I
No.
try, but every time we do a prediction show, Ray and DJ just sit there and lollygag all the time. We take 2-3 hours to predict 4 matches.
Says the man that's rambling.
I got to ramble because I don't know.
Just when you thought you knew
Rambling
the
West
answers,
is
Toe
boring.
changes the question.
That's right. Shit.
So are we all in agreement?
And you telling me Tony Khan ain't got Prince Jaffe money?
No, his father does.
Get Prince Jaffe up in this motherfucker? Shit. Come on, Ray. Let's go be serious for a second, Ray. Who you want to win? Ray?
Word.
Shit, was it that hard, Ray? Now I asked the question: is Prince not gonna turn on him because it looked like they having a squabble?
Nah, that's fair.
I could see it, but not here. I think he'll eventually turns on him. I don't see
He's breaking up.
it right now.
Bobby Lashley will
Can you hear
turn
me
on
now?
MVP, and then Bobby Lashley will join Prince Nana. Ray understood everything that I.
Well, see, what's funny is that's crazy enough to happen.
That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Probably.
And in my head, I'm like,
that
and
could
then I'm the
possibly
racist
happen.
way. He just went from one black manager to another one. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's not
The
racist.
minute
That's just keeping the community alive within each other. I'm not fucking calling him fucking Prince Hakeem.
No, I'm not saying you racist. I'm saying Tony Khan's racist for that shit.
Oh, Tony Khan's racist as fuck. Yeah, I know. He's
Like the
racist
minute
and
MVP
non-racist
went to
at the
another
same
white man.
time. He tries to be so hard to be white. It's disgusting. Like
Word.
super white, and like I don't mean to be like that, but come on, the way he bro, how you carry yourself as a company man in a wrestling organization, like get it together.
Word.
He's got all that booger sugar.
Mm-hmm. You think because that white, he turned away. Michael Jackson put a lot more effort into it. Go to Charlemagne.
I don't know what NuKKle do, but
Well, all right. So now that we went through the card, okay. Ray said
we didn't even.
Swerve,
Ray
I'm
was
with
the only one. Oh,
Swerve,
I was.
DJ's with Swerve. Toe, you said Swerve.
I kind of think there's like 20 people are gonna interfere in this fucking match, and Mox is gonna take.
So Toe, you going with Mox?
Yeah, he's undefeated. I don't think he could lose a match. Remember, I've been saying this every prediction show. Moxie can't lose. Hit him with a truck. Hit him in the butt. He ain't losing.
He has to lose eventually here.
Not to Swerve. Not when he got 40 people in that Death Rider. Then Prince Nana gonna come out, whip Prince Jaffe, and they're gonna beat up Swerve too. Doesn't he have another group? What happened to Cage and them?
He had the embassy, but they turned
They
on
turned
him.
on him.
Yeah.
They turned on him during MJF.
Can't
Who
remember
who bought them out? Somebody bought them out.
I think it was like after
Ron
because didn't he
Callis?
help him? No, that's not. Never mind.
I can't remember who bought them out. Like there was something
It
with
was the Young Bucks. It was the Young Bucks. Because he was, it might have been the Young Bucks. Because the Young Bucks were being their douchey bag EVP, and
but
they
yeah,
were
either
trying
way,
to,
Khan and fuck, it's something. Fuck, I forgot the other guy's name. Toa Leona. That's what it is. It's Khan and Toa Leona are the Gates of Agony. They're basically been on ROH right now, and then Brian Cage is with Lance Archer.
Tony Khan is in a tag team match? In a tag team with Toleoli? Who the fuck?
So we want to remind we'll be back with.
No, I'm being serious. Who the fuck is Khan?
Khan used to be in the embassy.
Khan. You know Khan.
He was in the embassy. He was in Shane Taylor Promotions.
Aims at me like I haven't watched this. That was what 10 years ago, Ray. The only Khan I know is Tony now.
No, but Khan is he was part of STP. He was with Shane Taylor and O'Shea Edwards and Moses.
He was the darker guy with the dreads. Well, not really with the dreads.
Has a tattoo right here. Like
he had like it looks like a tribal tattoo on his chest.
Cool looking. So, but
he wasn't the guy from NXT that was racist, was he?
No.
No.
The Brock Lesnar looking dude?
No, that was Parker Bordeaux?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that guy.
Does he spell a Khan the same way as Tony Khan?
yeah.
No, he spells
No?
it Kaun.
Oh.
No wonder Tony Khan popped up. Oh, this guy, the head shrinker. Dude,
Telling the show
was it
with
for
Rain,
Gigi.
Gigi show probably be back tomorrow. Tune in possibly for a
DJ,
special.
tell me they don't look like head shrinkers.
Tune in for a special
Yeah.
Gigi
You know
stream
what I'm saying? See?
possibly.
Oh wait, no, but you're looking at the guy with his hair down, with the skirt. No, we're talking about the one next to him.
Yeah, the one on the right, not on the left. Toa Leona is the one on the left. Khan is the one on the right.
And the Tona Leoa, you said that's his name, Tona Leoa.
I believe. I feel like
Okay,
I'm butchering his name.
I know he's Puerto Rican.
Yes, half Puerto Rican, then half something else. I can't remember
Yeah.
what else he mixed
Is
with.
he a part of the Samoan dynasty?
He's Puerto Rican, not Samoan.
No,
I thought he
think
said
Puerto
half
Rican.
Puerto Rican, half Samoan.
Ooh,
I
You
think
said
he's
half
Puerto
Samoan?
Rican.
Go.
I think so.
Not all Samoans are related.
Hold on.
Oh my god. You're checking to see if he's related?
Yes, he actually is. Holy shit, that's funny. Okay, so
Wait, for real? He's related to the bloodline?
We can no longer say not all Samoans are related. Every Samoan is related.
As
Only
Samoans-
Samoa Joe.
Not Samoa Joe. I was about to say Samoa Joe.
If Samoa's in your name, you're not related to them. But if Samoa's in your blood, you're related to them.
No, that's the funny thing. Samoa Joe even said it on the interview today with Chris Van Vliet. If his mom and one of the moms from the Anawani family sat down, they probably would figure out how they're somehow related. Because
It's a small island.
Yeah, that's what he legit said. It's like it's a small island, so somehow they're like third, fourth cousins somehow. But yeah, that is our predictions for Dynasty. Again, if you guys are gonna watch it Sunday, let us know who got winning. But yeah,
Don't be like me and wait until Saturday to watch it. It's not gonna be on.
not gonna be on Saturday. So
They officially moved all this shit to Sunday.
I guess at least this one's on Sunday.
Well, you have to remember they have Collision on Saturday. That's why. So unless they take out Collision, then they're taking out a show
I'm
for
sure
their
I'm
pay-per-view.
sure you can. It's all right for the 75 people that were going to be there, so you can have it on Saturday.
You can always mash it together. They could pay for Collision and stay for the pay per
smart thing
view.
would
Right.
to have it on a Saturday so that way people could get home by Monday.
That's true. People got to get to work.
Word, like people still have livelihoods to go ahead and like support. So, just saying. Yeah, that was our predictions, right? Yay!
Yep,
that's
I'm not streaming shit live. If I do, it'll be spur in the moment. If not, but just stay tuned.
Word. Me and DJ spread this out perfect. We got in at 12.
There you go.
You're welcome, right?
We'll see y'all
It was planned.
tomorrow.
Me and DJ stood up last night planning this shit out.
Like it did.
Perfect. It worked out.
When Ray makes that face, I need you, DJ, say something controversial.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
John Moxley sucks. Here we go.
There you go. It was fake glass. Churches want your money.
I just want Gunther's blood all over the mat.
Damn.
Word.
Oh, listen. He has to comment because what he did to Jimmy. So Jay got to get
He.
Jay has to get the receipt for Jimmy.
Word.
Oh,
like
DJ, you weren't here when I said how I didn't feel like Gunther was fully into it really quickly, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because with all that blood and everything on him. Yeah.
Like did
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely. I'm saying you see it they put it on their chest, put it on their face, whatever. No, he just like a child.
But
I don't know.
okay, I watched it a couple times. You know what I think he was doing? I think he was making fun of the people that do that drink blood and everything, because he started laughing immediately, like when he did it, and he goes, ah, then he just starts laughing, because you know how he's the character that this has got to be all sacred and everything, right? So he makes fun of people that do silly stuff in the ring. So I think that's what he was doing when you watch it again. Yeah, it was a crazy. I wasn't on for that segment when you guys talked about that, but that was a crazy segment where
Jimmy had color. His color was as colorful as my hair.
Yeah, color. When he bought them zip ties out, I have been frisked with zip ties before, and that shit sucks. So, I almost got a little bit of PTSD watching that. Okay. Yeah, over here they don't really use, when you're not really being detained, they don't use cuffs. So they bring out zip ties and then put your hands like this and then frisk you. That's how they stop and frisk for folks that don't know.
You know, it's funny, back in the day when stop and frisk was, what they did in New York was they shot you and then they patted you back. Wow, freeze! He ain't got nothing on him.
All right, sprinkle some crack on him. Let's go.
That's it. Go in the glove compartment and get the little bag.
Yeah, I think you can sign us off now.
Just saying. I've been pulled out of plenty of cars. Almost shot at. They got the hand on the gun.
I got asked for my driver's license and I wasn't driving.
Shit. They pulled me over for stealing my own vehicle, DJ. Never letting that one down.
Whoa.
Never letting that one down.
Recently, that didn't happen back in the day. Sorry.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I would stop for other things back in the day.
They almost did pull your ass over, so I can't even say shit about that. Let's go home, friends.
Yeah, Ray. You're making it seem like this is AEW all over.
See you tomorrow.
Word.
Wait, tomorrow the show?
When is the show? I just started saying tomorrow because it's SmackDown.
No. I was saying tomorrow because I thought this whole week Saturday was fucking Dynasty. I swear I thought it was Saturday. I was like, all right, let's do it Friday.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, you guys. Have
and on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
we'll probably see you tomorrow. We probably won't. We'll probably see you Saturday. We probably won't. Don't expect us Sunday, but we might come on. Stay tuned.
Word.
Put that notification button on. Hit that subscribe button.
Click the likes.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, and then most importantly, go fuck yourself.
Right. Tell your grandmother to make a YouTube account and follow us.
Word.
It's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Ray likes grandmothers.